All right.
And live.
Welcome back to the next session of Here Be Dragons. And who's giving us our recap this week?
Alright. Basically. Sorry, I didn't rehearse this one like the last one. Right, so everyone starts looking around trying to see if they can find cheese. Not able to. Lessla just sort of picks up Melody. Corvus is angry. Sapphire. There's a brief cornering of hope by one of the displacer beasts, but Lessla just says, he's a friend, so stand down. It seems to. Group just kind of goes collecting stuff while Blackstaff is fighting his former apprentice. We find some magical items. Lessla checks up on everyone. People in various stages of being upset. Eventually, the Blackstaff and Tissa's fight winds down, and he ends up seemingly using a gemstone to imprison her. Blackstaff, upon learning what kind of happened, offers to help in any way that he can, and gives Lessla access to his personal library. The nobles are freed. We all return to the manor, which Lessla ends up tuning to some armor that the cultist leader seemed to be wearing, and asks who she wishes to doom. It's cursed, surprisingly.
Unsurprisingly. We knew it was cursed.
I put a sarcastic comment. It turns out to be cursed. Shocker. It's just a sarcastic comment. Notes. Just talk to Vale about versus Barry at the moment. Deal with that later. Lessla talks to Sapphire and Corvus separately. Offers to sort of just we'll just tries to almost offer some reassurance. And the last thing that happened was there was a knock on the door of the house, and it was a follow of Salune, and that's kind of where we ended with information. That's really the important stuff. I was a little out with my note taking last week.
I don't have anything to add.
All right.
I'm so glad that we could curse Rack.
That's we didn't curse me. I cursed me. Very important.
It was a group effort, really.
By group, you mean Shadow delivering an item that was really good.
That was too good, even if it was cursed. Plus 3 subtle leather armor that gives you proficiency with the armor. That's real good.
Does take up an attunement slot, but yeah.
You're generally going to take an attunement slot with an armor. The way attunement slots work is you have weapon, armor, focus. If you're lucky, your weapon will be your focus.
Anyway. Going back to, rewinding back to the, just after the cult being effectively dissolved, as everyone's milling about, you will have some time to speak with your new visitor.
Alright.
So we attack. Right?
Yes.
Right, roll initiative.
Immediately start beating the card turret.
Yeah.
I probably deserve this for some reason.
Yeah, it's because you're bald.
Yeah. You start slapping your head, but we're very aggressive about it.
like really rude. I can't believe this.
It's,
All right.
no, when you hit bald, everyone slaps your head. Just what happens.
So at which point, Lessla, seeing this, she's still peeved is the best way to describe the demeanor that she's giving off, but she's still Lessla at the end of the day. So quipping at people is what she's gonna do. She says this. So, who do we have to thank for your timely interruption into all this? And I apologize for the hair, although that wasn't really my fault.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, nope, didn't. I didn't put it in my note.
Why? I don't remember. What is the name of the person that did get me to be involved with this?
Someone critically succeeded on a save, which means that you wild magic.
No,
Yes,
no.
I'm fully aware.
The-
You're
the
asking for
per-
the name of the person who sent, and I actually have to look that up.
Yeah, because I actually don't think you told me. I don't think you told me their name specifically.
Oh, sorry. I'm doing nothing while I'm writing notes and listening.
Oh,
so
that's why I don't
I'm
remember their
missing-
name.
Write it
They don't
down.
have one.
because you never
No,
wrote it down.
No, she doesn't have. No, she doesn't have a name. She's simply called the Master.
Oh,
Uh,
great. That's
yeah.
not going to be fucking atrocious to.
It was the master. That was who.
he's a
wrote
time
the-
lord. It makes so much sense.
Exactly.
I'm going to shoot all of you.
The two heartbeats.
I didn't even
That-
think
They
about that when I
start
wrote
banging
that.
on fucking cans.
I didn't even think about that when I wrote that.
Time Lords aren't real because that show is cringe and British.
Says you, king of cringe.
Correct. I would know.
As the king of cringe, he
So,
is the authority of what is.
All I've learned is that Knight is a jackass as per usual.
All right.
What were you expecting from me?
Anyway.
Maturity.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, if we could get back on track.
Yeah, yeah.
Corvus, you at least would know that is the title of the woman who gave you the staff.
Yes, vaguely. I think it's like we never given a name for her.
I think we asked for a name and we got some vague bullshit.
Because I would have written it down.
Unless I gave her a name and forgot, which is possible.
It's
It's
way
just
up
the
in my
master
notes.
now.
Yeah. That's what I have in my notes.
So I'll do a search in the background.
Okay. I assume though Chorus lets everyone know who that is.
Well, yeah, I'll be like, would he? Yeah, I think he would. We're gonna draw this out. Just like, oh, that's one of the people. That's the person I was told to contact. This, I think so.
Shadow, do I have any funny things I can quickly down to regrow? do I,
No.
do I make
To
It'll
regrow
grow
your
back.
hair?
It'll
No.
grow back in
24
24
hours.
so unfortunate?
It is already a little itchy, and you can feel just the slightest bit of fuzz.
It's so fun. That's actually worse.
That's actually worse. I need a shave
it's
now.
actually worse.
You got a buzz cut.
It was bald and now it's a buzz cut within like a minute.
It doesn't specify if it just starts growing again after 24 hours or whether it.
Or if it just poofs
Cool.
back into
Poofs
I
back.
existence.
think the implication I got was it just poops back into existence.
Yeah. So did I. Otherwise, my
Yeah, but it's
character-
funnier if it grows
campaign-
back.
And the final, I had a similar thing happen in the final boss fight, and my character had hair down past her waist, so the hair just fell out in the middle of the boss.
We love wild magic.
I bought that
Anyway.
scroll. I knew it did.
Do you happen to have any other questions?
Well, I can't remember. Did we actually ask her name?
I don't think so.
What is your name?
We
I am Ray Orochi.
God, that name sounds like a jackass too. Anyway,
Is that you?
Says the woman named Lessla Silverster.
to be fair,
Sorry.
there is a lot of meaning behind that, so fuck you.
Yeah, silver star, a lot of meaning.
Silverster.
Crazy.
What? Anyway,
Your last name is Silver. That was the joke.
yes.
Anyway,
Well, we thank you for your assistance, Ray. What is your intention to do now?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm just kind of searching around here for new information potentially, I suppose is the best way to put it.
I don't
Yes.
suppose that this is secretive information that you can't share. Otherwise, it'll be much harder for you to look for it.
I've heard tale of dragons coming back.
Ah, you're also one of those.
One of what?
People who have come to Waterdeep in search of the dragon rumors.
I suppose.
I have a question for you. Are you feeling any form of discomfort talking to us right now, other than mildly insulted because of my vernacular?
Should I?
Usually people do. Okay, second question. Have you ever heard a song in your dreams that just keeps coming up no matter what, and no matter what you do, it just stays in your head?
I knew there was something I forgot to give you. Yes, you have. You have the same one everyone has had. I knew there
love
was
the
something I
idea
forgot
that
to give
Lessla
you.
asked this
I'll
line of
fix that
questioning all the
tonight.
time.
Sorry.
And
Slowly narrow. There's like a whole swath of people who just don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
it's
That
like,
would be
well,
pretty
yeah, I
funny.
have a song stuck in my head all the time. I fit that fucking thing.
Yeah, I know you do, but we're adventurers, so you
No,
know.
I mean me as a person.
I know you as a person. I, as a person, have that shit stuck in my head.
Alright.
I have been singing the fucking Hercules song for the past week now.
I'm just saying that's
Right.
like
Alright,
the most
anyway.
question I have.
Anyway,
Ray,
getting back on track so we can hopefully get Marin back in the game tonight.
Yeah.
Ray just squints her eyes at you.
Okay. Do you, for some bizarre reason, understand Draconic?
It's not a bizarre reason. I studied a lot of languages.
Ray, it's at this point you feel a familiar presence from the top of these stairs.
Yo, is it John? John 5e? Who is it?
It's Drizzt, the
It is the
dark
master.
elf.
Yo. I'll just kind of looks over for a second and looks back. Do you happen to have any more questions in this interrogation?
No, not for the time being. Although I have a feeling that we will be seeing a lot more of each other. I know
Why
that
do
it's
you
not
happen to
me
have-
flirting with you.
Do you happen to have information on what I'm looking for?
Potentially. If you can prove yourself trustworthy enough.
So saving your life isn't enough.
Saving someone's life is not necessarily an act of trust, as more as an act of necessity in many cases.
I could have just not helped you.
Yes, but then that wouldn't work towards your own goals. I can
I don't
trust
ha- I
you
don't
to
have-
work towards your own goals. That much
I
is
had no
true.
reason to think you would know anything, honestly.
Oh yes, the gestures to the obsidian scales coming off of her neck, or obsidian like scales, birthmark thing coming off her neck.
It looks more like just a slab at this point.
Yeah, but still, case in point. Anyone who knows dragons knows that it looks like obsidian scales.
Look, she looks at it and says, "So
Or
you have a
lizards.
birth defect. What of it?"
It's a little
Lizards
more
upscale.
complicated than birth defect.
This woman
So-
seems to just be observing the two of you have this debate.
Regardless, if you have information that could help me out, I would greatly appreciate anything you have.
As I said, the information I have requires a certain degree of trust. Now, I would continue to entertain this line of thought, but there's a woman that I'm acquainted to that is staring at us, and I assume that this is the master you speak of, because I cannot remember if we ever got her name.
Did not. I checked.
Corvus, we did not. I checked. I
checked.
haven't. I
Point-
haven't.
point-
Looked
point
at
at his
notebook.
phone.
Corvus furiously flipping back through his notebook that he keeps on him.
It was just a woman. That was all I was noted as.
Hello, ma'am. Thank you for sending your aid in this trying time.
What did you hit me?
Unless,
Aid in general, not you specifically.
yes. If you want, I can call you AIDS.
I will stab
They
you.
and Rek. They and
Can you
Rek
two
really bring out the
please
worst
stop
in each other.
for just
Yeah.
5
They
minutes?
and Rek bring out the worst in each other. It's just like-
Apparently so. Anyway,
All right. All right. I'm done.
I know. I'm trying to. I'm lost. I have to recenter myself. Give me a moment.
We
He's gonna
stun-
realign.
deep breath
Yeah.
in, deep breath out.
Wreck, we stun locked the GM. We're doing good.
We always do this shit every time. Every GM.
Without fail.
You ever stop to think that maybe that's a problem?
Deep breath in.
It's
I'm
Listen.
trying. They keep going.
Everyone, just deep breath in
Okay.
and out.
She gives
Okay.
you a bow. It was my word given, and I am happy to have. I'm happy to have kept it. I see you have met my acquaintance Ray.
Ah. So she's. Are you the master?
I am indeed.
Okay. That is going to. Cultures aside. So she's only your acquaintance. She isn't an apprentice of yours.
Not in
Are
the
you
sense
asking
that
me or are
we-
you asking the master?
Not in the sense that we come from the same order, no.
All right.
And she looks over to Ray. These are the ones I told you of, who share the same nature as you.
I'm not the only one who says it.
I kind of figured by this point.
If you wish to continue on your quest, I believe it is in your best interest to align yourself with those of similar nature. And
I
aside
was
from
going to stay
Rune,
with them anyway.
these are the only ones I have found.
I was going to stay with them anyway, because apparently they know about things I wish to learn. Or, well, she does, and gestures towards Lessla.
Then it would seem I have foreseen correctly. Will you accept her as a member of your band?
Provided that she remains as useful as she was today, I don't see why not.
My usefulness is not up to debate.
And ignoring that remark, kind of from both of you, she gives you a bow, and then turns to Corvus. The staff
Corvus.
remains yours as promised. May you use it well and wisely.
There is the matter of the communication stone.
Measure of the what?
A communication stone. Ending stone.
Mm-hmm.
I just know what it's called.
Mm-hmm. She pulls out another one on a pendant around her neck. If it is your desire, I will continue to hold on to it. If it is your desire to use it for other purposes, then it is yours to take.
I was merely asking you for the one who wanted it back.
She waves her hand dismissively. The stone and the staff are one and the same. To give you one is to give you the other.
I think of course kind of glances over at the rest of the group. Sapphire T-posing, but I guess looks over to Lessla, like a thing of, do we want to contact with them, or do we want to have access to a incredibly long-range form of communication between two people in our group?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? Because your static was interfering with what you were saying to me.
Oh, sorry. I was saying, do we want to keep a contact with them, or do we want just a set of sending stones?
What's the difference between the two?
One, she has it. We can only communicate with her. Or one, we'll have a sending stone. That means Corvus can communicate with, or anyone can communicate with Corvus from any distance, or Corvus can communicate with someone who has a stone from any distance.
I communicating with her is probably the best for now.
Okay. All right. I think it's best maybe you hold on to it for now.
She nods and tucks it back away. It has been an honor to be of service and of ally to you.
Thank you for your aid.
She nods. Do you have any further questions for her?
Just let's see.
Any of you?
Thinking.
Well, nah, I'm kidding.
Anyway. The master. And Lessla does air quotes there because that's just who she is.
Hmm.
Would you happen to know anything about half dragons?
She pretty quickly she will shake her head. I am not familiar with the study of draconic beings, at least not those that I suspect you are familiar with. where I am from, they served a very different purpose.
I understand.
Yeah, serve a purpose. How does one become one?
What was that?
How does one become one? Am I?
Yeah.
Become
Hello?
one? Yeah, I heard you.
How does one become one? Because he saying they serve a different purpose, which means she might know how they become one, even if she doesn't know
Become a
why somewhere
dragon?
here. Become a half dragon.
I am not familiar with anyone making such a transformation.
Well, if that is the case, I do not think we have any other questions that are pertinent for the time being.
Only from what we learned from the leader of this. Oh, you and your people have been a thorn in his side. How did that happen?
She... A thorn inside of who?
A
Of
thorn in their side, the cult.
these cults. Okay.
Yeah. Just said that. Have I lost the ability to speak?
No,
Yes.
we're hearing you. It's just that
Okay.
sometimes there's a little lost in translation from your accent.
Yes.
Which, what?
Or
You agree
volume.
with me?
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
Want me to fucking talk with an accent? I can talk with a fucking
No,
accent.
no, no. Oh, jeez. Okay. Anyway.
Listen, we just need you to ask what the potatoes smell like again. We'll just get a clip
Oh, dear
after
God.
we reset.
No.
I will literally eat you.
Okay. Uh, remind me again what you said.
Okay, I'll just say it in normal voice.
I think your
Yes.
mic just wasn't picking it up for
This
some reason.
cult leader said that you'd been a thorn in their side for a while. How did that happen, essentially?
Several of their branches have appeared in our home. It is thought they may contribute to a pestilence that periodically makes itself known. My purpose is to confirm whether or not that is the case.
Have your dealings with them brought you conflict or any knowledge about the Thousand Fang?
I must admit that I am not familiar with their chapters or branches or orders, however it may be called.
Is the proper terminology?
She nods. I am aware that this sect did come into conflict with another, but of the nature and purpose of that conflict, I know precious little.
Oh.
All we do know is they were competing over a dagger that now the other sect has.
She nods. Then I believe it would be of utmost importance to retrieve it. Do you require my aid in this?
Unless you can trace a portal, I don't imagine there's much you can do.
Sadly, that is beyond my power.
So, we thank you for your aid in this endeavor, at least.
She nods and gives you a polite bow.
Morr will not give a nod of his head.
Mhm. If you have further need of me, or my order, we shall strive to do what we can.
I suppose one last thing. Are you the only group of your people in the Sword Coast, or are there others?
I am not the only one that has come to this half of the continent, no. Though where they are, I do not know.
If we were to encounter members of your order, we wish to show ourselves as allies, is there something we could say to earn trust?
The staff I have given you will serve as a mark of cooperation.
You won't say that I instead stole it.
At
No,
which point, Lessla will say, I think it'd be very hard to convince them that you actively stole it from someone that is called the Master.
Simply
and should they believe as such, know that the other end of the stone is always within my grasp.
was nods his head. Because that does appease that little bit of anxiety that he always has. Last thing you want is, wait, I have the staff. He has the staff, he stole it. Trust me, it's
But do you all have any further questions for her?
That's all I really had.
The only other thing I would ask her is if she would, keep an ear out for any signs of this cult, of the cult that escaped.
Oh, that goes without saying.
Yeah, I imagine that one without saying.
She's with us. She's allies with us. So. Okay. Yep. We gotta know.
Ray, is there anything on your end?
Ray has summarily walked away, and I assume these cultists have had like ritual books or shit on them, right?
No.
No.
Not even the big book. Can I go read the big book?
I broke the big book.
Can I read what's
they
left
did
of the
destroy
big
it.
book? Can I read what's left of the big book?
Oh, what's left of the big book? What languages do you speak?
Let me get the list.
Is it
Oh,
infernal?
Lord. It is not infernal.
Oh.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay.
I think giant is just called giant, my guy.
Yeah, it's just called giant. Draconic,
Then
Elvish, Dwarven.
That's
primordial. Primordial.
No, Orin.
Yeah, Orin. Yeah.
Specifically.
If you continue,
you do not
make one more
understand what it's
complaint,
written in.
if you make one more complaint about the name of the languages, I'm changing them all to be even worse.
Anyway.
Wouldn't it be characters?
Anyway, you do not understand it.
Say
It is not a
language.
language you speak. But no, this place was pretty thoroughly looted.
Yeah. Everything. Good.
Right. But if there's nothing else, I will go ahead and transfer you all over to the mansion.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you're going to be sticking with us, we have a mansion that there's plenty of spare rooms.
We come back to knock at the door.
Yep.
Also, I should have turned off dynamic lighting. You should be able to see
Yes, we do.
here.
We do see everything. Did you turn off the
Excellent.
walls too? No.
No.
Okay.
So still have the annoying thing of we actually have to walk through the house actively.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, it's okay. We'll make holes because walls are bullshit.
Corvus, walls are bullshit.
I have fixed the languages.
What
You're
is?
welcome.
God damn it!
Oh my god. Mandarin.
That's not even Mandarin. It's Mandarin. No, there's.
It's okay. It's meant to annoy you. It's meant to annoy you. Don't let it work.
Use the point.
You like this?
Why did you? I warned them what would happen. I said it out
I
loud.
found more to complain about, so it's your fault, really.
It's gonna be 6 sessions before my new character gets introduced.
No, we're here. We're here.
We're here.
We are. You keep making it worse. Anyway, yes, at the door, as I try and find his token, because I don't remember where I put it after all this. Just pretend there's a token there for now. Corvus is okay.
Corvus
Anyway.
is the spirit.
That's why I was in the day.
Yeah,
I
that's
was.
true. It was over there.
He could just Kool-Aid Man's through the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had
Anyway.
to walk very slowly.
There's a man in selenite robes whose token I can't find, so I just have to play Theater of the Mind. Would this be the home of the mithril scales?
Yes, that would be the case.
I was sent here in order to request your aid with a ritual of which I'm told you are familiar. I believe one of your members requested it of our order. Miss Bleu Cheese? He seems kind of questioning about that name, but says it nonetheless.
Lessla she simply nods as she says, yes, but unfortunately she is no longer among us for the time being. But I believe there are others that wish to witness the ritual as well. Who, funnily enough, one is T-posing on the roof right now. Actually, I think those were the two. Did Corvus want to go see the ritual?
He would have.
Okay. Lessla had no interest in it, but since Cheese is no longer going to be able to witness it, she's going to go for in Cheese's place. And you know what? Hey, Ray, team building exercise. We're gonna go watch a moon ritual. I'm surprised that didn't get anything. Anyway, yes, I believe it is soon, right? I don't keep track of the moon phases.
It is to be tonight, if at all possible.
Then we will be in attendance, those of us that are capable.
The issue lies in that the ritual site has been blocked off to us.
By what? As Lessla suddenly hears, oh, new adventure.
Work mode.
Work mode.
This is no longer a casual conversation.
This is no longer
You working through the grief. It's okay. It's okay.
I mean, that's the best thing to do.
Also, Marin, because I probably should do this.
Hello?
I thought you character voice.
Yeah.
No, the new character voice is aggressively
Hello.
New Yorkish.
Can't have another hope. This is gonna.
This
haunt
comes
you the
straight
whole
out
time.
of fucking. I just came straight out of the Bronx.
No,
Yeah.
Hope is aggressively New
Brooklyn.
Jersey.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm not cold.
It's okay. They all kind of blend together,
Also
even for
aggressively
me.
Brooklyn.
Oh, he sounds like
With a little
Scout
bit of
from TF2.
Boston.
Just I thought so because he's telling us from TF2.
Yeah, you know what we call that? Shadow, we call that Jersey.
Oh dear lord.
I'm moving to this side of the room. I'm not
Yeah,
dealing with
Aaron,
whatever's
you
coming
have
his
a,
way.
You can go ahead and put your character sheet in that.
Where?
I'm moving it down to just above cheese.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and edit that. Or
I
transfer it,
think I have
rather.
to reload, but I got you. I'm coming.
But he elaborates. The site seems to have been used for some time by disciples of Lyra as a meeting site, though they no longer seem to meet there. But it has been blocked off, and we have been unable to find a way through.
Is there any way we can assist?
That was our hope.
Give me a moment. I believe that this will require all of our present members to be in attendance. And Lessla will invite him in.
Mm-hmm.
She probably should have been quicker than that, but I understand.
Yep.
More of a telegram
We'll
sort of thing.
see. We'll walk into the room that's obviously supposed to be the conference room. See that is fully occupied, and gesture for him to.
We got 2 dens.
This is a study. This is a conference room. We'll gesture to the
Okay.
study. We'll gesture to the study and say,
Yeah.
"Please have a seat there. I will bring the rest momentarily." At which point, send out the familiars. And then find Molly and tell her that we have a guest. Bring tea.
Find who?
Molly, whatever the hell her name is.
I got
Larley?
Larley.
Molly.
God damn it! I knew there was a. I know it's
Molly.
Lay. I just couldn't remember the first syllable. Anyway, Larley, whatever, however you pronounce that, and tell her to bring tea.
She does so quickly.
And just because thematic, Aletha will be sitting in the desk. All right. So now that everyone's here, what do you have to say? Can you give us more details?
I'm afraid not. We haven't had to use it in many a year.
I see.
Yeah.
At which point, let's we'll recap
particularly-
what we know so far to the other two.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
How much was mentioned of us when Lilia came?
Yeah.
Like, there's a guy at the door. Okay, I'm going to continue training. You hear about a ritual. Okay, what about the ritual? It's Bleu Cheese coming. Most makes goes. So this ritual side, y'all haven't had it in a while. Wouldn't it be sacred and everyone maintained?
Shouldn't it be sacred in what?
I need to be maintained.
Well, no, it's the way the moonlight bathes it is what makes it a sacred place of Saloon.
Where is it?
It's not too far outside the city. Several hours travel only.
Is it blocked off by land, tree, or land, plant, or beast?
A structure built by members of Lyra's clergy. We have not been able to find a way past it.
Oh, suppose we can do what we can.
We will need someone that has a bit more understanding of religions.
I know a bit, but
I have cursory knowledge, but nothing studied.
If it's anything, if it's based to a lira, then it will most likely employ some level of misdirection.
I guess we'll have to play it by ear then.
Very well.
Ray, anything you'd like to add?
Nope, just sitting and taking in this information.
Well, looks like we'll have to turn in the paperwork for you to officially join the Scales later. And at which point the Adventurers Guild is wondering why we have so many members.
You
listed.
know the funny thing is,
You have to do
Lara isn't registered.
Lara's not
She
registered as
wasn't
one of our
making-
members, but she's always with us.
Yeah.
You have to do paperwork to adventure with somebody?
Do not, well, in order to be recognized as official adventurers.
Yes. And there are taxes involved, even though he doesn't pay them.
I assume this is nothing like what it's like in Karator, Ghetto.
The guild has not made it to Karatur, no.
Gods, your country is weird.
Well, this isn't my country either.
I feel like you could easily just not have all this registration.
Well,
Good.
it makes it easier to find jobs when we aren't in the middle of world-ending events.
As it turns out, world-ending events tend to be a job killer. Who would have thought?
Anyway, as it were, I think due to previous obligations, we would be more than happy to take on this job. Although, even though we are doing this of our own goodwill, compensation will be needed.
He nods. Of course. And
If I-
compensation will be handed out.
If I may make a suggestion, we have, fortunately, encountering a lot of undead. If perhaps you could provide something along the lines of dealing with those or curses that are inflicted by our undead, would be most appreciative.
I had prepared some monetary payment, but if you would prefer I dig through the vaults for artifacts, I suppose I can acquiesce to that.
If it's, I don't want to demand too much. I know this is most likely a more.
I will say I don't believe I can request both from the clergy.
At which point,
Let's
Lessla will look to Corvus with the for now, let us put the matter of artifacts or monetary on hold until we can discuss it between ourselves. We are going to take this job regardless. We will, once we are prepared to move out and we've discussed the matters, we will see about what type of compensation we will ask for. But the faster we get this done, the better, as the ritual is supposed to be tonight, no?
Yes, that is correct.
Very well. Is there already members waiting for us at the ritual site, or do we have to send word once it is?
I
Complete.
am all that is required to perform the ritual. Well, myself and the individual we plan to cleanse.
Can I tell how high ranking this guy is?
Seem to be very high. From what you can tell, he seems to be on the younger side. You would guess he's not that much higher above an initiate. This is probably a test of some sort for him.
Okay. All right. I was like, when he said that, I was just like, is he like a really high member in the clergy? Okay. Had to make sure. Always nods. Well, all right then. I just had to make sure. We don't know how long this will take, and if it's several hours journey, I didn't want it to take longer than necessary.
He nods.
Now, you mentioned that this place was abandoned by the worshippers of Lara.
Yes, that is correct.
Are you sure it's abandoned?
As certain as we can be. We have seen no sign of them.
Corvus,
There.
you as well as I do know that abandoned doesn't mean all that much in this world.
I'm aware. It's due to the being a place of worship for the Lady of Lies. Really wish to know what I'm walking into.
Well,
If she's the Lady of Lies. She's the Lady of Lies, right, Shadow?
Yes.
Yes. Very good. Make sure I got my
Alright, well.
cards right.
we'll deal with that as it comes. For the time being, you should return to your order, tell them that we are going to take the job, and we will meet you at the exit to the city.
All right. With that, he will do as you say.
Lessla, who's had her fingers crossed in front of her face this entire time, just takes a deep breath and says, "No rest for the weary, it would seem, but this is something that we have this is something I feel we are obligated to do. We're following through on all that."
Indeed. I could also use the exercise. He has not. If he has slept, he did not sleep much. I can tell you that.
Yep.
Yeah, Corvus gathers his stuff, gets to Drake. Looks at the skull for a second. Decides not to bring it. Moves along.
Is there anything you want to do before you set out?
I guess you don't actually have spells, do you, Knight?
Do I? It's a good question.
Well, I need to know because we have this ring here that changes damage to poison, and I'm wondering if you would consider it.
Could ask me in character.
Ray, what the hell do you do?
I'm an alchemist. I'm an alchemist.
Okay, what does that mean? Because my brother is an alchemist.
I practice alchemy.
Roll me. This would be culture, I think.
What
was it?
culture?
History.
History. Yes, thank you. History.
All right.
That's the
History.
conversion. I have to translate sometimes.
13.
Listen, Shadow, are
That's too many
you
games
sure
this
you don't want to switch to Pathfinder?
Roll
Damn.
deception by accident.
That is, yeah.
Did I roll deception? It's all the same.
That is deception.
It's all the same.
Deception is the same as history.
Yes, I have a
you
plus
so
7 to
bad.
almost all skills I have proficiency in.
So let me get this straight. You gaslit yourself into understanding things. That's crazy.
No, watch.
Anyway, you are aware that you are aware that Carter, the way they practice magic is different.
Mhm.
One of the ways they do it is a form of alchemy, though it's different from what you would practice here.
Yeah.
There is actually the casting of quote unquote spells from it.
like how we've seen their spell books or have different.
Yes,
if you
though
count a
that
few
is another
character
method.
magic.
That is another method even still.
Yeah, so
So,
very interesting.
do you interact with the weave in any form?
Yeah, do I know what the weave is? Like, do we
Yeah,
call
that's
it
a good
something different?
You are aware of what it is. You have studied enough of magic to know that. Though probably you would know it by a different name. I just don't know what that is off the top of my head. But yes, you do. Not in the same way someone who makes incantations would. But yes, there you do interact with it.
I suppose. I mean, nothing so vulgar as directly interacting with it, but yes.
I take offense to that.
The
Oh,
whole thing.
I think that was the
You're-
point.
you're one of those. Got it.
I am a wizard, yes.
I am Lord Free. Yes.
Either way,
As
I-
I said before, I am in fact an alchemist.
you are not a wizard, Harry.
No. I am not a wizard.
Well, I don't even know if this ring would work for you then, as I don't know if your spells or magic, as it were, works in a traditional way for it to affect it.
It will work.
Okay,
But she doesn't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So it is a ring that allows you to change the damage of your spells to poison damage if you wish. With a charge.
It has 6 charges.
Does it increase the damage on top of it, or
No,
is
just change
Just
it.
change
changes
its damage
it.
type, which is useful if you are fighting something that
It's weak
is
to
weak
poison.
to poison?
weak to
Which is
poison
very
or
Immune to the normal damage, but not poison.
yeah, resistant to
resistant.
your normal stuff.
I mean, if you want me to have the ring, I suppose.
Well, if you're going to be part of the Mythril Scales, we need you to be as capable as possible.
I believe I'm quite capable with or without the ring.
Did you see the half dragon?
I did see the half-dragon.
Then we need to be more capable.
I don't disagree. I simply question what poisoning or changing my alchemical outputs to poison would really help.
It gives you more versatility.
Ray just kind of shrugs.
All right.
I
Well,
suppose.
that being that,
This is happening while we're traveling to the gate.
yes,
right?
we're going. That
I
being
would assume so.
yeah, and I assume random. I assume something happens.
When you arrive there,
Either arrive there before we get there, something.
upon you arriving at the gate, you will, he will be there along with the Forlaren that you encountered,
But yeah.
though very bundled up.
Of course, we'll give. I don't think Corvus even knows what name he was given. We'll give him a nod.
I don't actually remember if you guys gave. I know you started calling him Thorny, but I don't remember if that was
Someone
what
called.
name
I
you gave him.
think Cheese calls him Thorny, and I didn't give him a name, and I don't think I know his name.
Harume started calling him Thorny. Cheese
That's
would
right.
not give him a name, as he did
Yeah.
not request one.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So it was the out of character
Gotcha.
name. Got it.
Yeah. Lessla also just called. It.
So yeah. Also, he's technically a Fey Devil, so he has a name.
He probably has the name.
Names aren't real.
We are to
Anyway.
Fey Devils.
It is funny that you just appeared like right after we dealt with with this Fey Devil Knight, and you come back immediately when we have to deal with him again.
It is.
Technically, Knight's old character was also a Fey Devil.
No, it was an elf that was raised in
Ooh.
the hells.
The really,
Right.
really technical sense. Hey, devil.
Anyway,
All right.
unless you have any further questions or the desire to interact with them.
Nope.
Are we bringing our horse and cart?
I would
That's up to
imagine
you.
so.
We've been keeping up with payments.
That might be a good idea.
It's 2 silver per
is-
day.
It is up to you.
Yes, I will bring.
So I need to check, Shadow. We got 200 gold, right?
Mhm.
Stuff.
All right.
Yeah, just add 200.
We love gold. Yippee.
All right.
Right. So, if you have no further questions, then you'll simply arrive at the before mentioned area. And
I love
yeah, true
guides.
enough, there is a singular large building made out of stone that kind of appears to back up to what like a sort of rock outcropping.
Rocks.
And the door has a simple wooden post holding it, or bar holding it shut. You can
The
remove it
outside?
easily.
The
On the
outside?
outside.
All right.
Okay. I guess it could be like, yeah, okay. I'm gonna just real quick. As Corvus kind of approaches, he will move around. He's just gonna check for signs of like wildlife, essentially.
Yeah, there's definitely been some around here. It doesn't seem
Okay,
to
just-
avoid the place.
I was just checking, like maybe a bear's moved in, maybe something else moved. Just making sure, like, okay, he's trying to get clues, and environmental clues is sometimes useful. All right.
The temptation to use detect thoughts to start using his radar is very high.
Have you tried moving the yet?
We have been unable to fully remove it.
All right. Well, I will ritually cast detect magic.
Yeah. I will investigate the bar.
Okay. So Corvus, roll me an investigation check.
And the Drake helped me.
Not with this.
He's still looking, but he's just not helping.
Mm-hmm.
He's fucking
just sniffing around.
useless. No.
Looks like a bar.
You said it was wooden, right?
Looks to be.
I was gonna say, can I add my proficiency bonus to that because it's wood and I'm proficient with carpenter's tools.
Oh my god.
If you want to make a check for your carpenter's tools, I will allow that.
Okay, can I try that?
That
What
will
should
be
I
with your
use?
wisdom
Okay.
carpenter tools.
That's
So-
much better for him.
It is much better for me,
Mhm.
but it's going to be the exact same result.
That's better.
Better.
You are able to tell this is not in fact wood.
Ah, that's it. What this is the important
something-
information.
It is something much sturdier.
First, I think it was
It has simply been carved or forged rather to look like wood, as this appears to be a very strangely forged metal that has
Seems to
been
be-
allowed to oxidize.
seems to be made of a type of metal.
Maybe that's
Be
why
magnet.
it's a fancy magnet.
Could be magnets.
Lessla,
Yes.
as you cast detect magic, there is no magical effect whatsoever on the door.
It's magnets.
It's simply just a bar set on two little holders, holding the door shut.
Corvus will. I think I'll Corvus this. He'll start to try and move it himself, sliding it first, and then.
So which way do you try and slide it?
I'll try to slide it right to left. Leftward.
Does not move at all.
Left to right.
Does not move at all. You cannot budge it side to side.
Is it a pull or a push door?
Lift up.
You can lift it up, yes, but you still cannot move it left side to side, nor pull it from the door.
Oh,
Try pushing it down.
Down.
You push it down, and it catches on the bars that are meant to hold it.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
I'll
lift it up, pull it out, push it down.
Can I pull once I lift it up? Can I pull
No.
towards myself? Can I push in?
You cannot.
I rotate.
You can.
Like a monk. I rotate it clockwise.
You do so, and once you get to about 90 degrees of where it was, it clatters to the ground. You hear something inside do the same.
It's like something.
It's like it literally is like, oh,
We couldn't move it. We were unable to get it out.
We were unable to get it out.
Corvus.
Someone just gave up after trying to pull it, didn't they? They're not Adventure Time. Like, this must be some sort of puzzle. Okay, well.
You open it, and I assume you open it rather.
I crouch down, iron stealth, and the hinges. Does it look like it's a push in or a pull out door?
It looks like it will go either way.
Both ways, got it. I will. I think you can get a better look if you back it outwards because different points back it. So I'll move to one side and I'll. Is it pull it out a little bit so you can make a crack?
It creaks very, very loudly.
Okay, well that's.
And as you pull the one out, the other one goes in. As it is a double door.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And that's the only way a bar works. Like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Understood.
we're here. What does the inside look like?
It is a simple stone room with 4 different sides, 3 of which have a plaque on them, including
sorry,
the
how well
one
illuminated?
including just above you on the door you just came through. The final
What's the
one,
illumination?
directly
What's the
opposite from you, is completely blank. There is a
What's the
pedestal in the
illumination?
middle of the room.
It's the illumination.
What?
How bright is
Illumination.
it lit?
It's lit by the sun overhead.
Okay, so there's
Also,
a sun.
it's open sail, open roof. Got it.
Not open roof, but it does have stained glass in the roof.
Okay. And with knowledge of directions, because some of us can have some navigation, the door that we enter through, is it a north, south, or west door?
It is facing northwest. Or sorry,
North-northwest.
west-northwest.
West, northwest. Got it. So I was just trying to get an idea of rotation, because it might be like the north door or the south door. So
who has the staff and who's going to put it in the ground so it lines up with the sunshine, and then it's going to point to a point on a map.
And then when we're gonna realize that it's the wrong time of day because they didn't have daylight savings back in ancient Egypt.
Okay, I will drag.
Sorry.
So I actually dragged the
You're
2
fine.
because you said there was another bar on the other door, so I'll bring that inside because these might be useful. I bring the 2
Okay.
bars. What's plaques? What are the plaques? Shaq? There was writing on all but the one opposite the entrance.
So the first one, the easiest one to see, is the one on the pedestal in the center.
Okay.
And and on it is a line of script, which when read, treasure in here I have to claim, but answer wrong, hang your head in shame.
Yo, free treasure?
Why don't... Of course, if you get it wrong, you're going to be embarrassed.
I believe there's more to that.
Maybe it'll kill you if you get it
Hanging
wrong.
head in shame.
I believe something might try to grab you.
Either way.
And with that, the plaque does disappear, and the fourth wall, where there was nothing on it before, does gain one. And behind you, in fact, the door does vanish, the plaque moving down to replace it.
There's no doors anymore?
There's no longer any doors.
Okay.
Well, we're here now. Did the guy come in with us, or was he waiting outside?
He did. And I'm going to tell you how this
poor
works.
little priest.
Each of you can only see the writing on one of these plaques. I will give Sapphire hers at the beginning of next session.
Okay.
So each of you can only read one of these. The others are blank to you.
That's great.
Like they're blank or we can't read them?
You see nothing on them. So,
Eh.
Ray, if you go to one side, you see writing. If you go to the other three, they look like just a blank plaque. Like no one ever
What
carved anything into it.
Do they all say the same thing?
If you compare notes with each other, no, they do not.
Oh.
Okay. It's a puzzle.
What does mine say?
Man walks over, man walks under. In times of war, he
Bridge.
burns asunder. The plaque falls off the wall, and there is a small little cubby behind it.
Neat.
Riddles.
Oh, what's in the
Cover?
don't act like
Give
you
me a
don't
moment
enjoy
while I
these.
bring it up.
Oh, no, I enjoy riddles. Corvus probably doesn't. He's not smart enough for riddles. Well, he is,
Alright,
but he's
what
not,
does-
I'm not fake it.
What does mine say?
I'll let you all answer them, and I'll tell you what's inside each one of them.
All right.
Yeah.
So for yours, scroll to it. There are so as you approach, the plaque splits into two. One of them says, "I fall but never break." The other, "I break but never fall." Below each, "Who are we?"
I know this one.
I believe I know
do
this
too.
one.
And say it.
I'm fairly certain this is Night and Day.
The,
Yeah, Nightfall and
plaque
Daybreak.
pops off.
I felt
And
proud of that one.
once
I
again,
didn't know the
there's a
first
little
one though.
cubby behind
I'm
it.
a little dumb.
Well, so I mean, there are two ways. They're kind of the same answer, but there's Night and Day, but there's also Dusk and Dawn. Dawn breaks, Dusk falls.
I see. I'll approach my one, I guess.
1,000-colored foliage stretched toward the sky, atop a tender strand, rising from the land, till killed by maiden's hand, perhaps as a token of love, perhaps to say goodbye.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
1,000-colored foliage stretched toward the sky, atop a tender strand, atop a tender strand, rising from the land, till killed by maiden's hand, perhaps a token of love, perhaps to say goodbye. I will copy
Rainbow?
paste it if you need me to.
Rainbow?
It fades to black and dissolves into dust. If that was your final answer.
Kinda don't want it to be. I'm stupid.
So there you go. That is what it says.
1,000-color folds stretched towards the sky, atop a tender strand, rising from killed by Maiden's Hand. Of love. Perhaps to say goodbye.
I will give you a do-over if you want it.
Yeah. I don't know this one. I can't think of it. I'm not good at riddles.
You want to
I
phone a
avoid them.
friend?
Yeah,
You can phone a friend.
I like the phone. I get up my
With one exception,
said-
if either of you straight up tell him the answer, it will crumble to black.
Okay.
Thousand
Oh god, I
Colored
gotta think of a good hint.
Whether it's correct or incorrect.
Thousand colored folds. Stretched
Ooh,
towards
I
the
have
sun.
something that might help you.
Okay.
Springtime. Think springtime.
I would say.
Would it be?
If you want,
If I'm thinking, I'm thinking
If
trees.
you want,
I'm
you
thinking
can
trees.
pass this. If you want, I will let you pass this one on to Harume, and you can take the one that she would have had. But
No,
then but then she has to take this, and you don't know what she's getting.
It's only I just don't get loot. If I don't get it wrong, it's just not loot, right? So I'll go with like blossoms, like blossoming trees.
It is a flower. I will allow it. That is good enough.
Way it reads to me, it's like a bunch of blossoms of different shades, rising from the land, 20 strand being twigs, end of branches.
Well,
It's close enough to where I will allow it. Blossom is
killed
close
by-
enough.
Killed by Maiden's Hand, picked.
Picked, yeah.
Yeah,
So
picking
I will
flowers.
I will say a blossom is good enough.
Spoken of
It's-
flowers,
yes,
like,
it is the same thing. It's just a different word.
It is, yeah. So I will
what
allow
is
it.
the answer?
A
It
flower.
is a flower.
Oh, just a
Flower.
flower. Yeah, because I was
Yeah.
thinking like.
All right.
Springtime hint that made me think of blossoms.
Also, like looking back on my riddle, like Night and Day is the obvious, like normal English person
I wouldn't have-
answer,
I
but
wouldn't have got
Dusk and Dawn is where I immediately go to because that's what I think of.
Like me and riddles, it's like anytime someone says yes, I go, "Oh, that's so fucking obvious. I'm stupid." That's like me and riddles in general.
I thought Dusk and Dawn because I've heard of Nightfall, but Daybreak I just don't hear as much.
I hear the Breaking Dawn and the Falling Dusk.
I
Yeah.
hear Daybreak more than I hear Nightfall.
Twilight, Breaking Dawn. Sorry.
I will strangle you.
Killing you, murdering you.
It's like if however goes, here's a riddle. If you answer it wrong, all your friends die. You guys might as well make new characters.
Yeah,
Just saying.
honestly, it's like that mentality is why I don't make deadly riddles because it's just a good way to TPK the party.
Yeah.
No,
You'll get one
that is the
person that
best-
understands it, they'll survive, everyone else dead.
Yeah.
That's specifically why you make it. You make.
That's why I was like, it's just loot.
difficult, deadly
It's fine if I
riddles.
get it wrong, but you know.
All right.
Okay, good. Computer didn't
You okay?
crash. I may need my computer.
I do that sometimes
How'd you do that?
because it clearly wasn't working.
Percussive maintenance.
Percussive maintenance, my beloved.
All right. So as you each reach into it,
My hand.
What do I get?
Shut up,
I'm-
you little loot goblin.
making sure I read this correctly.
Well,
I hate. Okay, so this is clearly made by powerful worshippers of Lyra. So we should all be very cautious what we get.
Oh,
Listen,
I'm already wearing a
Marie-
cursed object. I can't get any more cursed, can I?
Don't say that. You can have multiple curses.
You have 2 more attunement slots.
Free shit is indeed free shit.
That's not how you work with stuff like this. Shit is
And
not
no,
free.
I have no
It's
attunement slots left. Thank you very much.
Some cursed objects will take an attunement slot. So that is not.
Look, unless I find something that is as useful as changing Asher Darlan's stride from fire to lightning, I'm not going to attune to anything else. Because that is a very powerful thing to do, to be able to change the damage type of Asher Darlan's stride.
Okay, so full transparency. There's a random table here. I just noticed what one of the items on the table is, and one of you rolled it, so I cannot give you that.
Huh?
Why not? Why? If
Well,
I cannot.
If you cannot give
cannot-
to us, can you tell us what it is?
I cannot give you the deck of many things. Okay.
Okay,
Thank God.
thank God.
Wait.
Gibby!
No.
Listen. Here's the thing. Shadow, it was rolled. You have to do it now.
No, he doesn't. He, as GM, he's the arbiter of the rolls.
Listen, who rolled it?
Who got it?
Rupert.
You know, Corvus.
Out of all of your characters, though, I would say Corvus would be the most responsible with it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Lessla would be
the
responsible with the deck of many things. She
I
understands.
Liar!
I have a physical deck of many things, and I swear the amount out of I've drawn it from it 50 times. 30 of those have been dungeon. I shit you not.
So,
I keep
Lessla,
drawing dungeon and void.
if Lessla understands the dangers involved when it comes to magic, she is less likely to fuck with it. But when it's something that she doesn't know the actual, dangers of, she's going to experiment. Because it could be very dangerous or not as dangerous.
A deck of many things is a 50-50 gamble.
It is.
Okay.
There is a less
I found
deck
something
of,
else
deck
that
of,
will work.
There is something called
Funnily
deck of
enough,
wonders.
it also fits the theme better of the others.
Okay.
So.
I almost had it.
Ray, as
Mm-hmm.
you reach inside. You find a cloak of the manta ray.
Ooh.
Oh, that's really good, actually.
Those used to be my favorites. Actually,
I hate the cloak
those
of the
still
Manta
are
Ray.
my favorite. They used to be
it-
my favorite sea creatures. It has since changed to sperm whales.
While wearing this cloak with its hood up, you can breathe underwater, and you have a swimming speed of 60 feet. Pulling the hood up or down requires an action.
It's a heavy hood.
Yeah, it's a very heavy hood.
I'm just imagining it's just a full-on manta ray, pelt, and you just have to flip up the head.
It has odds.
Well, I mean, it's revenge for Steve Irwin, I guess.
Hey, that was a stingray. Manta rays aren't venomous.
Ah, my bad.
Don't do my boys manta rays like that.
They didn't kill
Corvus,
Steve Irwin.
yours is a cloak of elven kind.
Ooh.
That's going to Sapphire.
Well, keep in mind, she has one that she's going to get too.
Oh yes, but I already have advantage on stealth check.
Yeah.
I'm probably just gonna sell mine. I can't see that ever being useful.
No,
You're
no.
correct. I can switch that to somebody else if you want.
I think.
Yes, give it to her roommate.
Actually, giving it. So I think us keep holding on to it for the time being is better, because that does give basically gives her roommate everything she wanted for the ring that Corvus is using.
You could give it to me.
Yeah,
Maris.
yeah, we will. Yeah, we will give that to Harime. Corvus,
also-
instead, you will get the cloak of protection.
Oh, is it cheeses? No, she had to click the pillow.
She has a ring.
She had a ring.
She doesn't. She sold her Beck of Colin to give Corvus more AC with his shirt.
Oh right.
Yeah. And so Corvus gave her his cloak, and that's the one that she's been using ever
And
since.
Lessla,
Mm-hmm.
for you, you get a dragon shadow cloak.
Okay, I have to look up what this is because this is very thematic.
I am going to copy and paste it because this is the one I found. It's not in core.
Oh.
I wear a cloak of protection under my normal cloak and still get its benefit.
How much is the Cloak of the Manta Ray sell for?
It depends. You have to
Yeah,
do
that's
the.
It depends.
No. Unfortunate.
It does not require attunement, though.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, lovely.
It's pretty good.
I am Dragon Lady. Like legitimately.
Yeah, no, I'm a little jealous.
Breathing underwater just isn't terribly useful.
No, but the
swim speed
60-foot
is
swim
60
speed
can be.
is.
It's
Not
useful when it's one of those things
really.
when it's useful, it's useful.
When it's useful, it's very useful because
it's either the most useful item I'll ever own or it's the least useful item I'll ever own.
yes, I think you should hold on to it simply for it will be telegraphed if we are going to be fighting in the water.
Because that basically is really fucking good.
There is the dragon shadow cloak.
Alright,
Yeah,
let me take
you can
a
use
look at
action to
this.
flourish the cloak and speak the command word when you the illusion of a shadow.
What the fuck?
If a massive dragon flies overhead, I come by a dragon roar, all creatures within.
I think I figured out where the entire.
The only change to this is it is always centered on yourself.
Okay, so all
That's pretty
creatures within 3 feet or be frightened for 1 minute. If frightened continues its turn and close. Okay,
So an action
interesting.
to force.
It is
Yeah.
an interesting one. I'm not the biggest fan of fear checks, but
Again, it's that thing of like because it's a non-attunement item, you can hold on to it and just be like, we'll see.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
but
the point of all of them. They are all non-attunement.
yeah,
Regardless.
Except for the cloak of protection.
cloak of protection.
We will see what
yeah.
Sapphire gets. But
And
at this point, the room does shift back to being the blank on all sides. Blank on 3 sides, and then the door. With the side directly opposite facing the door, again, just being the blank wall. You aren't entirely sure how to get past that.
so the door we entered in appears back, but all the other doors have disappeared.
Yeah.
You said it was an open ceiling. How high is the ceiling?
Ceiling's about 30 feet up.
Oh, cool.
Pretty
I
tall.
twist my pole.
Okay. You twist the pole. It extends
Do
the ceiling.
what?
Oh yeah, you were here for this.
Oh yeah.
No,
I got a
I was-
pole that can extend
I-
30 feet.
I was exclusively
They got
making a
they got the
joke
power
about-
pole last session.
I was exclusively
Okay.
making a joke about his phrasing.
That's
Okay.
I
fine.
am aware of what he has.
That's what it scores. The shadow said you twist and hit that. You twist and hit buttons.
That one
so-
is specifically a button you press.
Okay, just a button. So he hits the button, watches this pole. This little, it's like a hand-sized, like not that big a pole, just shoots up straight. Can I lock it in place, or do I have to activate the movable function, or can I not activate while it's extended?
You cannot activate while it's extended.
Okay, of course we'll lean it against and just ask people to hold the bottom of the pole.
Okay.
So it doesn't wobble. So he's leaning against the wall, having people hold it, if people would do that for him.
Okay. If no one else will, the cleric will.
Okay. Of course we'll begin to slowly edge his way up the pole. Until I'm 30 feet up, and I'm just look down. Is there any thing up here? Any kind of hint or any?
Nope. But roll me. Are you looking everywhere or just the roof?
I'm basically looking all around, trying to get an idea.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check. Are you What tools are you proficient in again?
I'm proficient in carpenters and herbalism.
Okay. None of those will help you here. So just investigation.
Oh boy. 14.
you are able to notice that the back wall, from this angle, you notice that the texture of it is off.
Silverster,
Yes.
there's something about the back of the wall. Seems a little off in some way.
All right.
Do you still have your detect magic up?
I would assume so. I don't think it's been like what is
Yeah.
it, 10 minutes?
10 minutes. Yeah.
I don't think it's been 10 minutes yet. This kind of happened really
Okay.
fast.
I figured the door really quickly.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk towards that back wall with detect magic up. Do I feel anything?
Are you like? There's no magic, no.
Okay. It's not magical. If anything, it's probably akin to the door before, where it's mechanical in nature.
If you want it, would I be able to walk around and just jump down the other side?
Sure.
If you wish, ma'am, I could go to the other side of the wall and see if I can open it from over there.
You could. Hold up. I have Corvus, just walk towards the entrance, count your paces, and then when you're on the outside, count your paces the other way and see if they're the same.
What do you mean?
Well, if there's something behind this wall back here, it might be a hidden alcove.
I will pull myself to the up until the edge of the wall, extend my staff, maneuver along the edge. I'm just looking to see how. Is it abnormally thick, or?
It's not abnormally thick. When are you like feeling it up and down, or?
I'm kind of like touching. I'm still like the 30 feet up along the edge. And I'm just sort of like seeing everything I can see before I jump
So
down.
you're noticing two spots on it that just don't look right. Texturally, they're off, though you can't quite tell why.
I will.
Like the pattern on the wall breaks.
There's a strange pattern up here.
And by that I mean the pattern of the bricks.
I'll extend the staff. I'll like extend. Actually, I'll turn it into a quarterstaff.
Okay.
I'll poke it a little bit.
Okay. Are you poking at where the it looks
Yeah,
different?
poke it at the weird spot.
There is a indentation there.
Like it passes through, or just.
Like it's just an indentation in the wall. Like the wall recedes further here than it normally does.
Okay. There's an indentation. This is up only up here, right? Not down there.
No, this is down towards the ground when you
Okay.
go for it.
Gotcha.
There are two of them upon closer look.
Two indentation. It doesn't look like a false wall. It just looks.
It just looks like an indentation in the wall. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, let's press on both of the indentations at the same time, and then if that doesn't work, we pull.
Well, I'm all the way up here. If I look down at the ground on the other side of it, does it look like there's a door there or not?
It doesn't look like there's a door there. No.
It doesn't look like there's a door on the other side, but there is a notable indentation. In fact, there's two notable indentations.
Maybe we should press on them, and it'll do something.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go down, and just want to make sure I've seen everything up here. In fact, if we really wanted to, I have rope. We could always just climb over the whole thing.
Let's try not to brute force it. I feel like the god of lies wouldn't appreciate that.
Maybe. So the two indentations, is it like an indentation on the inside and an indentation on the outside, or is it
Just
a-
on the wall.
like on the inside wall?
Yeah, there. You can't get to the outside wall. This is backed up against a cliff or rock rock.
Okay, so I can't climb over and out.
No, not over and out. No.
Okay, so actually I just noticed there's a big wall here. I can't just jump over to the other side.
All right.
Don't know how I missed that the first time.
Your what?
To clarify, you are inside a room. You've climbed to
Oh,
the
I'm
ceiling.
inside. I'm sorry. Okay, I thought it was out in a different.
Okay.
No,
like, top of the
no,
building.
there is a ceiling. There is
Okay.
glass on the ceiling. Unless you broke it.
Oh, no. I just my brain was like, it's a big hole in the ceiling. I'm just gonna climb out.
That I asked that earlier. You know that.
Yeah. My brain. I love it. So useful. All right. I think there's an indent that goes all the way down. Is the indent noticeable? I guess the indent's not as noticeable on the ground as it is up here.
No, not nearly as much.
Does it look like I can? If I like the indent, it's like it's still flush with the wall. Does it look like there's like a little shelf?
It's almost like there's a little shelf carved into the wall, like something could go in there.
Looks like there's a shelf.
There are two of them.
There's two shelves.
If you think of like a like an arrow slit, it's about that size and shape.
It's kind of like the
Like a
inside
tall
of an arrow
rectangle.
slit, the inside of the arrow slit, or the outside of the arrow slit. It's the inside because you said it was a shelf.
Just like the shape of the hole, roughly.
Yeah, it's like a wedge. Okay.
No, like the shape of the hole, like a tall, thin rectangle.
Okay, I said it was the inside of the outside, so it's all have an arrow slit outside of the arrow. I think
A bit
something
wider,
goes.
though.
I think something goes in there.
Basically, it's just a top to bottom tall rectangle.
Well, if something's supposed to go in there, maybe we miss. Is the indentation roughly bar shaped?
Possibly.
Hey, Corvus,
Perhaps
remember?
you
We might be able to push the bar into the indentation.
Well, I'm currently using the B up this high.
Not that one. The ones
Not
you
the
got from the
pole,
door.
the door bars.
Oh right.
You know the thing that you said you're bringing in because they might be useful.
Oh my god, my brain works. Oh, I was so smart. Yeah. Does that look like they would fit, Shadow?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Course goes. All right. We need to move this. We begin slowly maneuvering the pole to make like a levee system, and then
I don't think that's
try to slot
necessary.
those. Oh, is it up the ways or down to the ground? These little slits.
They're down towards the ground.
Okay, yeah, I thought they were up here. That's why. So he'll climb back down, descend the pole, pick up one of the bars, try to put it in.
Descend, collapse.
Descend.
No, just no. Anyway, yes, put the bars in. Continue forward.
Does it work, Shadow?
It does. You fit them in, and you hear a rumble as the entire wall kind of opens up.
Does it play a little sound effect, Shadow?
No, just well, there's the
No?
rumbling of like stone grinding on
Oh.
stone. That's scraping noise, but it opens up like a pair of sliding doors, and you can see a cave on the other side.
Nope. Corvus will. Actually, the staff is technically brighter. Pull out the staff and activate its blue glow effect.
Oh my god, none of us have dark vision.
we don't know what
Speak for yourself.
it is.
Do you have dark
Thorny
vision?
does.
That's a
I
thing.
do.
Thorny
I
does.
do have dark vision.
Are you a elf?
Nope.
What are you?
That's a good question.
Fuck you.
That's a fair point.
Jeez.
Yeah, I will activate the blue shine, which of my three, which is I believe 10 feet of bright light, 10 feet of dim light. And I could light a torch. Should I just light the bullet and light a torch? I'll have some. I have one torch left.
Yeah, you can definitely light a torch if you want.
Yeah,
Do you
I'll
want?
put that away. I'll pull up my torch.
Hold on.
Ignite it.
Do I have the light cantrip for some reason?
I assume you're all going to enter the cave.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to do
I don't
cave.
have light.
Aaron, I know you know the way you blamed us. It said if we don't do it, we don't get to you by the time the end of this next session. You blame us. Can you revoke that? Because we're trying.
We're trying. We're going trying real hard. But yes, next.
Got 1 hour of light before my. Wait a minute.
You do also just have your.
We have
knife.
daggers.
It's torches are brighter.
The torch is brighter, yes, but we have the daggers as well.
Yeah. I'm a monk. It's not big weapons. Not as big a deal to me.
Yeah.
Right,
Technically, they aren't supposed to be
I
as big a deal
have-
to me, but
I have 8 torches. Why 8 torches? I have 8 torches. For some reason I didn't note that down. Luckily, I have 2 character sheets. I would say Corvus with stealth, but he's got a torch in his hand, so he can't really do that. But Corvus will move ahead of everyone. That way, you guys get essentially the most light, and anyone who wants to hold back in the shadows can hold back in the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I move forward into the cave.
Okay. You move forward into the cave. Does everyone follow, or is
Yeah,
just Corvus going alone?
I'm going.
Let's go.
Why would I leave the man who is currently in emotional turmoil alone?
No, that's usually what you do.
No, it's not. Not in this party. We don't leave each other alone.
Okay.
So
As you keep moving, you do actually notice that it begins to become brighter as you go further in, not dimmer.
I will, if it's getting to the point there's some light and I've already seen the road ahead, I will snuff the torch. Put it back in, save that for later.
Yes, a torch with 58 minutes left.
Yeah, 58 minutes left.
Listen, you'll never know when you'll need those 58 minutes.
You never know. Then I'll crouch and begin creeping forward.
Okay.
Everyone behind me can see where I am because outlines. I sneak forward.
Right.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know the command word to this cloak yet.
You did identify that later. We don't even know what our cloaks do yet.
Yeah.
Posh just found this cool cloak with abjuration symbols on it.
All right.
The cleric and Thorny do elect to stay back until you explore it, just in case
Fair enough,
there's
fair enough.
anything
Yeah, it could be.
dangerous there.
That is very fair.
That's fair enough. Sonic
As
can see in the dark?
he's not really a fighter, and they don't really want to risk Thorny losing it. I'm gonna go ahead and move you all.
Oh, this is
It's pretty. I'm gonna roll a stealth check though, if I can.
You can.
I have advantage on these.
Yeah, you do.
Mhm.
Lesla's going to walk over to here, and she's going to look at the water to see how deep it is.
It's about waist high.
That is too deep for me. I'm gonna teleport across.
Searching for the Drake.
Whee!
Now, can I have control of the Drake, please?
Oh, did you not have it?
Yes, it's always one of my tokens. Oh look, water. Only of us had a swim speed. So good.
Yeah, both, yeah.
That's crazy. I already sold it.
I have a merchant that
Give me
follows
a
me
second.
around
I'm
waiting
gonna
for me to
look
find
at,
magic items that are useful, but I hate.
There you go. That one should be controllable by you.
No.
Are you serious? That's the one I dragged that one directly from the thing.
No, you have to set to use the default token on from the sheet in order for it to actually keep those things. And then you have to set the token to
I
represent
can now.
you have to set the
Can now.
token to represent the character the sheet.
There, that should work.
How deep does this water look?
It's about waist high for Lessla.
Okay, so
So it's like
Mid
knee
thigh
height for
for you.
everyone else.
we'll be waiting. But
Yeah.
fortunately, I can't run on water yet. But I'm going to be sneaky and
I'm
slowly.
gonna just have Sapphire here just in case.
I'm gonna select both my tokens so that I can just move both of them at once because we're moving as a team.
I'm just gonna stand on this side because
I'm looking
this is
around
probably a
as
trap.
I trudge
Also, I
forward.
will say the statue here that you see here is not accurate. That's just the only icon I could find.
Got you.
What does it look like then?
The statue isn't real.
Give me a moment.
Keeping
It
an eye on them.
appears as a knight kneeling down with a sword implanted in front of them. They are holding the sword as though they are kneeling in prayer or reverence.
Oh well, we don't want. That makes sense. Corvus is keeping his eye on the water because he knows he's disturbing it, so he's making sure it doesn't.
The
Pile too
statue
much.
is very old and covered in vines.
No, that's not.
Is it
We
life
did.
sized or greater than life sized?
It's pretty 1-to-1 scale.
I see.
It's
I'm
about
moving piece by
an
piece.
average-looking human. You're free to move around if you want, Ray.
I am staying here intentionally.
Okay.
Just looking around for anything. Okay. He knows there seems to be another path up here.
So this one is raised up off the ground. There's water trickling down from it.
Oh, okay, so it's like high up. There seems to be a
That one's high up,
waterfall.
yes.
Okay, so Lessla would have saw that from her vantage point.
Yeah.
Of course,
You
like
can see it
I
from
think.
back here.
Okay, of course, we can maneuvering his way up. Right? Just like look at it and just see like, is there any symbology on the knight's armor or?
Not that you can make out, but it is, again, very heavily covered up by vines.
We should try removing the vines.
Well, I hesitate touching it, so if you wouldn't mind, I'll use magic to do so.
Okay.
Hopefully that's all right. Of course, we'll like again. He'll just be trying to like look for any symbology as it's being moved. He'll be trying to look for any symbology.
I think I'll just use Mage Hand. I could use Wither and Bloom to do it instantly, but that's a spell slot.
Yeah, it might be disrespectful to
Yeah.
this place.
So I'm just gonna use Mage Hand to start pulling vines away.
Okay. You start pulling them away. You still can't really see, actually, well, let me check.
Mhm.
Because I do have extensive notes on this thing.
Yeah.
No, there are no visible symbols
Okay. I think
on the armor.
realizing that
There
the
does appear to be something scratched onto the sword, though.
yeah, okay, I'll take a look at that then. I can read it at all.
While he's doing that, can I identify the type of craftsmanship this armor is? Like, culture?
Yeah, that'd be a history check. As for you, Corvus,
Can she get advantage on it because she's a smith?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
All right.
Corvus,
Always use your tools.
Yep.
It's 18 was still the better roll.
a bond
Yeah, but so-
betrayed, an oath broken. Now in silence, name unspoken.
A bond betrayed, a bond broken. Now in silence. Was it now in silence, a name unspoken?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This all in lowercase except for several letters.
Okay. Puzzle.
There is the
Just post it, Shadow.
Yeah, just post it.
It's much easier for us if you just post it.
Does it spell unicorn again?
Unicron.
It does not spell unicorn.
Unicron.
It is. So I don't actually have it written down. So I'm gonna have to take some time to do that.
Okay.
Sorry, it's just like you said you had extensive notes, and you were saying like it's this capitalization puzzle. I'm like,
it just said. So I just wrote it, and then I said wrote which letters were capitalized.
yeah, but
Okay,
it's just like
well,
it's easier for us.
It is
Okay, you
easier
can
for
do
us.
it.
In that
I'll
case,
make a
I'm going to
note.
put the letters that are capitalized together and
Okay,
speak them as a
yeah.
name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just give us the letters, and I'll. Give us the letters then.
So the O in bond, the R in broken, load document, the R in betrayed, and the M in name.
Orm?
It's either we remove these letters or they make a word.
Orm or Moro. Those are the two things I can think of.
And as for the armor, it appears to be elven, but you can tell the craftsmanship is not elven. It's an
Okay.
imitation.
It's an
If
imitation
question,
of.
Is the so I was about to say okay, not going to be an elvish word. It could be be Morr, Morr.
Also, please let me know if you say anything out loud.
It's a name.
Yeah, it's a name. So I'm like, that's why I'm like, Rorm,
Yeah, like,
Orm, Moro.
it would be Morro because that's MRRO. Unless it's like not these aren't the letters of the name. These are just like a hint. Like a Ruby thing where like the letters are fucking really weird but still make a word somehow.
Mirror?
But we don't have all the letters for mirror.
No, not if
Well-
you're using all the letters. We have enough letters to make mirror. MROR.
What were the actual words again?
Moro, Morr,
a
Orm,
bond,
or
bond,
Morr.
something,
or-
A bond
spoken.
betrayed, an oath broken. Now in silence, name unspoken.
Well then,
We'll go with Morr. We'll go with Morr. I think I'll say. I think it's Morr. MORR.
Is that out loud?
That's my one out loud. Yeah.
You hear a crack run through the statue.
Uh-oh.
I'll wait for a second before speaking again, just watching it.
Yeah.
So it cracks, and it cracks again. And keeps doing so.
This is good or bad?
I'm going to say good because I think they've been imprisoned in this.
Right.
As Lessla says, indicating that
could-
he thinks there's an actual person in there.
I couldn't think of a word, you see. It just seemed the most obvious.
And after a few moments, it does fully shatter. And kneeling in the same spot, I'm going to go ahead and
guy.
Just a guy.
dude.
Just a dude.
Just a dude. Yeah. A friend, maybe.
And that's
Doesn't
where
look
we'll
like
end
a
the session.
friend.
Aaron, do you want to introduce yourself?
And there's
No
again the
way.
session.
So this
You're playing a
Man,
statue? That's crazy.
this suit of armor, holding his sword in the ground in prayer, he takes a moment as this stone has whatever this is has kind of sloughed off of him, and then he changes the grip on his sword. And this is a massive, like, two-handed sword. He changes the grip on his sword to where he is looking like he's about to pull it out of the ground and wield it. And he slowly lumbering as his bones start to shift for the first time, and God knows how long, stands and rips the sword out of the ground and just kind of looks around at everyone. His armor is like this dark iron that's almost like a bluish tint. He is fully helmeted. You cannot see his face, but you can see long white hair kind of spilling out of his helmet. And he has this long navy blue, it's very faded, but it's this navy blue cloak that's clearly been worn a lot. This armor has seen better days. This is a man who's seen a lot of fights.
Lessla, hand on the rapier hilt.
Yeah, like ready stance, but just not aggressive, just like ready.
Yeah, defensive, yeah. Is going to say is, do you have a name, good sir?
Give me a minute. Hold on. And you can see him kind of like raise his hand to cover his eyes from the light. Even though he's fully helmeted, he's like kind of clearly kind of recoiling from it.
Well,
I am Morr.
Morr. Okay.
Son of Cain.
Well, that
You
is.
normally come from
You're
statues?
shouting. You have to shout.
You're over
"Hey,
there.
what's
Have
going
you
on?"
moved? Have you moved in, or are you still over here?
Seeing it is not a trap, I will move over.
Okay.
Time to move on the roll 20. You're making me sit back up. How dare you?
But what magic have you? What happened?
We solved a riddle.
So we read your blade words, spoke a word that made the most sense. He points to the shards of whatever it is around them.
Can I pick up one of the shards and like examine it?
Of the stone?
Yeah.
A stone.
There is no
stone?
shards of the stone.
Oh,
Or just shadow. Is it dust? Is it
Dust.
just
It
to the
just
dust?
crumbled to dust and blew away.
okay.
Yeah,
Well, so before we go through anything, what is the year you remember?
I cannot say, milady.
What was the last major event that happened?
Shadow, what was the last major event that happened?
That you recall?
Yeah.
Siege of Waterdeep, but that was a while ago. You kind of detach yourself from the world after that?
The Siege of Waterdeep. But that was when I was young.
I'm sorry, what? I don't know why I'm surprised. I don't know why I'm surprised.
I mean, we don't know if it could be an elf.
It could be an elf. You're right. It could be an elf.
Yeah.
Do you happen to be an elf?
You can't just ask that. Lessla.
No, milady.
Morr is in armor. It's not like I can tell. Okay. Are you any other long-lived species?
I'm a man of Eluscan descent.
Oh, I can't remember how we feel about Northerners in the Summer Marches at the moment.
It's fine. Luskin, the
Luskin is-
pirates and the
yeah.
Arcana Brotherhood.
They're not quite the Icewind Dale yet.
You are just getting confused stares from Ray.
Okay, so
Why are you here? I suppose. Is the question. Are you were you a follower of Lune?
No, I was not.
Are you a follower of Lyra?
No, I was not.
Well, you're in a sacred site, Lune. Which is I'm wondering how you got here.
do you remember how you got here?
Do I remember how I got here?
You would remember after, because I believe you said you attacked the you're a quote unquote patron, correct?
Yes, there was an attempt.
Mm-hmm. Well, that failed, and you began
Yeah.
feeling very weak. You simply wandered here.
Okay. It was I wondered, just looking for someplace. Who are all of you?
Oh yes,
No one important. No one important.
Speak for yourself.
He is.
Yeah, he's speaking for himself. At this point, Lessla will introduce herself. I am Lessla Silverster of the Silver Marches, currently a member of the Silver Scales, an adventuring.
Ethereal scales, not silver.
Sorry, I'm so.
Can't even remember our own party name. Goddamn.
I don't introduce ourselves.
Branding, Lessla.
I'm sorry.
Branding, Lessla.
Anyway, I mean, Mithril is
Damn
just
it.
mystical silver, but
What is Mithril's better?
yeah, right. Part of a member of the Mithril Scales, as the rest of the people here are. Don't mind the half-elf T-posing in the background.
If you how are you?
Can you say again? You did not come through.
Sorry, my apologies. Sir, if I may ask, how are you feeling?
How like an old man.
I mean, are you hungry, thirsty?
Oh no.
Feel ill?
I'm alright. No more than usual.
If possible, sir, may we see your face so that we at least know the face of who we speak to?
He sighs and he hesitates for a moment. But he does lift his head, or not his head, his helmet.
Visor.
Hey, Stinky, let me get a damn screenshot of his stinky face. Hold on. Oh my god! I'm gonna crash out.
Don't. We worked so hard to get here. We solved all those puzzles.
We solved all those puzzles. We could have
to
solved puzzles, and we said, "Nah, we're gonna go."
He takes off his helmet, and he's just an old man, probably in his late 50s, maybe even early 60s. Stark, like, white gray hair and a thick beard. And he's thin, he's tired looking, he looks worn thin.
I would say you sit down for a bit. Adrenaline's probably feeling you right now.
He kind of rubs his beard a little bit, and he kind of, like, it shocks him for a second, because it's the first time he's, like, moved in a while. Uh,
I look to the raven who's been perched right in front of me and go, "Who fetched the priest?" No, he doesn't
The
listen to me.
raven
Instead-
starts
yeah.
to do that. I do want all of you to roll me a perception check. though.
Yeah, Letho's about to start looking
Yeah,
around
yeah.
because she didn't feel comfortable at this point in time.
Corvus is focused on the old guy, and he's sort of like, we need to make sure this guy's okay, essentially. He could be something bad, but at this point, he's
Yeah.
given us no indication. Blech.
Oh
Rough.
God, we're all
Um,
weird, not great at perception.
I'm good. I'm decent. Oh, wait, I gotta make the boy. He has perception, too.
If it's all the same to you, sir, I'd prefer to stand.
And you need to make it as well, Marin. That included you.
Ah!
Yeah.
Hey, I can do that. I have eyes sometimes, maybe.
I have peepers. I
Nat
have peepers.
20.
No, I don't.
Oh, hey, you're
know.
better than us. Being me and Knight with our plus ones.
Listen, you don't understand.
I have a feeling that Ray and Lessla have like very similar like characteristic builds.
Okay. So none of you notice anything.
Oh no, surprise round.
The raven does begin to fly off, though. It goes down low to the water, and as it gets to about here, something bats it out of the sky, and it submerges below the water.
God, that's 25 gold.
That's 10 gold, but
I
I didn't know. I didn't see anything.
Also,
You start to hear a noise.
bonus action, activate the sword and say, "We have company."
I have a question.
There is a
This room's lit.
faint tune that is echoing throughout the cave.
I take back what I said. Put your helmet back on. We might be in danger.
Of course,
It's-
milady. And he
Pet.
puts the helmet back on,
Question.
and he
Am
holds
I
his sword
proficient-
at the ready.
With my day of training, am I proficient with the staff?
Not yet.
Okay.
I would
pull-
hope you're not, because I'm still not proficient with my rapier.
I'll pull out. I'll reach. Of course, we'll reach dagger because I know it's dagger.
So the first thing I need everyone to do is I need everyone to why is there a second one there?
Probably because you dragged two up.
Because I can't move that first token that you gave me.
Oh, that's weird.
There we go.
Wasting.
I need
A better.
everyone as these emerge from the water. I need
Oh.
everyone to roll me a wisdom save rather.
We'll see.
Ready
What?
for the ready to fail, everyone?
I don't
Everyone
have
ready?
I don't have advantage
Oh
on
my
this yet.
god.
Hey,
This is
Nikki!
not a good sign, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Lessla and Ray both succeed. However, Corvus and Mr. Morr, both of their eyes glaze over as they stare longingly at these creatures.
Damn it.
How did we succeed?
Because I
That's crazy.
have wisdom proficiency and you have luck.
Evidently.
You were one.
I
you
also
were
have
right
wisdom
on the money.
proficiency. It just
The
could not
DC
save me.
was 13.
Yes. Just wait. I think what is it, 7th level you get your aura? Or at least I
You also
assume.
see below them, as they pop out of the water begins to churn and bubble violently around them.
Are these sirens? Hobby? I don't even know anymore.
Oh no.
I mean, I feel like an Arcana check would be able to figure it out, but
Mhm.
The Arcana is different. It depends on what type of creature it is.
yeah.
These would be Arcana.
Gotcha.
Arcana or
action.
nature, either one would be applicable.
That's an action.
Yeah, as an action.
is.
That's why I'm like,
But now it's going to be initiative.
Mhm.
Actually, is the boy also affected, or is he immune to it? Roll a
He
save for him
is
just in
he is
case.
immune.
Okay.
Okay,
I rolled a check for him just in case, but. Okay, the token is selected.
Okay, so now I start rolling.
Initiative isn't real.
Ah,
I want to get.
Let's go, baby! I can't wait to be eaten. Let's go, baby!
hey, maybe you'll pass the save on the second pass.
You'll hit me.
No, no, you won't.
Baron, what's your X bonus, or is it just flat?
If
Just flat. Okay. I
if
It's
just saw. I
flat.
just saw the +0.
if I see them walking longingly towards one of these things, I'm punching one of them in the back of the head.
You have to hit me, man, and I got a high AC.
I can give it a
So,
good old call.
I wish you luck. I wish you luck. I do, but
They all are going to hold their actions.
Yep.
let's see which one I.
Morr, roll me an attack roll
Oh no. With my sword, correct?
with your sword. With your sword.
This is
Okay.
real bad. Oh
14. This is not a very good introduction.
no, it's not. But luckily, that doesn't hit any of us. I don't think.
Luckily,
Actually, I don't know about Knight because he didn't format his name.
That's a good question. Does that hit me?
Oh, it doesn't matter because it targeted Lessla.
Okay. Whew.
Okay.
You know that would have hit me
A
before.
swing and a miss as it impacts into the thing here.
Oh, okay.
Ugh. So...
Morr, you then use your full movement rather, to get
Mhm.
right here. You're unable to go further
um,
as you start wandering towards this thing.
Excellent.
Corvus, make an attack roll.
I had my hand on my dagger, but I did not draw it.
It would still be with the dagger.
Okay, I'll just.
if you crit me, for the love of God.
It's not gonna be you. Don't worry. Let's do attack. 3.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Got it.
Lessla, that's what you
Change that?
take.
Yeah, and I can't shield that either.
I rolled bad on my psychic damage.
You did roll bad on the psychic damage. I'm still taking 12.
I'm sorry.
That being said,
That's-
I now have a debate. I love you, Corvus. I do.
You can't opportunity attack me because I attacked you.
No. Hellish Rebuke.
You're gonna cast hellish. Oh my god.
Don't have enough. I'm gonna die.
And,
I'm in.
Corvus will
Chuckles,
take his
"I'm in
turn to
danger."
move here. In spite of the churning and violent water, he does get into it and start walking towards this
I
thing.
have a question. Is this accounting for
Mhm.
my advanced movement speed? Because I have 50 feet of movement.
It is not. So then you get here. And also, I forgot to tell you this at the end of your turn, Morr, and you at the end of your turn, Corvus. Each of you make that wisdom save again.
You got it, buddy.
Okay.
Gonna
I'm never
fail
getting out of here.
again.
Oh,
I'm good.
Hey, Corvus, once you are right here in front of it, you snap out of it. You suddenly realize you're staring at this thing, and I need you to make a dex save.
This is gonna be a bad one.
oh.
You're fine. You do not fall under the churning, roiling water. However, this thing is going to use its held action.
Yep.
You know, good thing you're wearing that cloak to the manor ray, right?
I thought when to click a man away because I didn't have
No,
it.
Ray's the one who
Ray's-
has it.
That's what I said. That's why I'm talking to Knight.
Oh, okay.
That the cloak that I have that I don't know what it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you put it on like I did?
I have no reason to. I don't know what it does.
Yeah.
I think Corvus give it to you to identify his one, to identify later, because he didn't know what it was. He just thought, oh,
I'm assuming a 15 misses you, Corvus.
oh yeah, like I'm, I'm good.
13 also misses you. A 20 though does not.
Roll 20.
20 dirty 20, not a nat 20.
Unfortunately, I do not have the staff equipped, so a 20 does hit me because I have a 19 AC.
Okay,
20 would hit you regardless.
that's going to be 7 points of piercing damage,
Ouchie.
8 points of acid damage, and a save.
Okay, so
a
was it
con save.
7 and 8?
Or sorry, 7 piercing damage, then a con save before you take the acid.
Okay, yeah. I'll make a note of it. Constitution, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Save heavy guys. I'm not very good at con. Yeah, I'm not very good at con.
Okay, so then will be the 8 points of acid damage. And random number. Corvus, you are deafened as the acid begins to eat away at your eardrums.
I just want you to know, Shadow, that was almost half my hit points.
Uh-huh. That was a high roll for it.
Yeah.
You may repeat that at the start of each of your turns. If you fail, you will take another 2d6 acid.
Icky. Initiative's gone.
Oh, I'm supposed to do that? Lessla, it is your turn.
Oh,
It clawed and stabbed Corvus with its stinger tail.
Oh. Okay, next turn I can. Oh wait, it goes before me.
yeah, it does go before
Oh.
you.
Yeah, okay.
That's why I'm like, well, fuck me. All right. So, since they both attack me, I can assume that this is some sort of charm effect.
I assume so. Whether or not that's correct is another matter.
Thanks for the help, Sapphire. You fucking T-posing idiot.
The person has advantage of.
Hey, be nice.
No. But God, I hope these things have bad wisdom. The one next to
Incredible.
Corvus needs to give me a wisdom save for Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
But he's keep range, right?
60.
Oh, okay. I figured, I gotta assume you do actually read your spells. I'm used to people not reading the spell. Some people not reading the stuff.
What is the DC?
16.
It rolled exactly that.
Fuck.
It still takes half damage.
It still takes half damage, but it's the running away that I wanted.
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't think there's anything.
Well, actually, it actually couldn't run. It couldn't run away because it's already used its reaction.
Oh, right. Oh well, it still takes half, so it's gonna take what, 7?
7, yeah.
Takes 7 psychic damage. That happens. And then I am going to. God.
There's a problem. With it being able to deafen people, if it deafens them, they can't hear the song.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was just thinking, it's sound based.
You're immune to it anyway.
Oh,
You don't know Corvus can't hear. So.
Yeah, I don't know Corvus can't hear, but Dissonant Whispers happens there. So that was a free use. I'm going to.
Also, I think your AC is buffed since you have the armor on.
It's 18, yes.
Okay.
The 23 hits me regardless, even if I was shielded.
Yeah, because shield would have brought it up to exactly 23.
Yeah. Which is why I was considering Hellish Rebuke to get him to see if that would break the charm effect, but I didn't want to risk it in case it didn't.
Yeah, no, it's
okay. Because if I did, you would have been not in a very good place. Okay, that's me. I'm gonna move here. I have my sword out, and Lessla is now trying to think of what she can possibly do to make this at all a salvageable situation.
Sorry about your familiar, Lessla. I'm for stabbing you.
Look, hit points are temporary. 10 gold is not.
I didn't know.
I did.
I even said when I was
no
walking
one
across,
knew.
I was looking in the water to see if there was anything, and I was like, no. So I was like, okay.
They roll better on stealth than all of you rolled on perception.
Yeah. I was.
They beat
for
all
things.
your passives too.
I was looking for things, so I just couldn't.
Which is why you had to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
You're starting to miss cheese, huh?
Well, it is.
Always. Cheese actually had bad luck on rolls.
Yeah.
No,
Pass-
that's
pass
just because
roll.
I have bad luck on rolls.
Well, you are cheese.
You
Jesus' passive would have
Yeah.
noticed them all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would have just seen into the abyss.
Level.
I wear a
Okay.
helmet all the
Is
time,
that your turn,
though.
Lessla, or are you doing something
No,
else?
that's my turn. I can't do anything with my bonus action because
Okay.
cast that spell.
Ray, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Who needs a saving? Probably the statue dude. Because he's about to walk in the water. So I'm going to walk over here and grapple him.
Okay.
Not bad choice.
You can
a great
attempt to do that.
What is that? It's an attack roll,
You
right?
make an athletics check versus an athletics
Athletics.
acrobatics check from Marin.
Alright.
Whichever is
I'll
better.
take the athletics.
GG chat. Even if you didn't have a bigger bonus than me, I had rolled a 2.
That is to only take up one of your attacks, which I
That-
think you only have one.
I only have one.
Full action.
You do
And
have. You
one.
could try and bonus
There's-
action attack with your other weapon, I guess.
No, because it's a hand thing. Grappling's for hand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's my turn.
Okay.
You want to walk away first?
And provoke an attack of opportunity? Probably not.
If they can take an attack of opportunity.
I don't want to gamble on it.
Okay.
I mean,
Gambling on it, if I hit you, would
Also,
not be a good idea.
Corvus, you did forget boy. I will say he just sat
Uh,
there this turn. I'll move
Yeah, I
him a
was
little
like
bit
thinking.
closer
I
for you.
was thinking about boy, but I was like, what would he?
I'll move
Not-
him a little bit closer for you.
not
but,
get in the
He's
water.
all, he sees the water all broiling, so he's like,
Yeah. It's not the, like broiling. It's like churning. Like it's like there's rapids below it.
Got it.
I swear to God, Marin, if you one-shot me, I'm gonna be pissed.
For their turn, this one's
I
going to
don't know
go
if
up
I'll be
here.
able to do that.
It is going to Ray. It's going to try and claw you.
Rude. Roll the attack.
So the first one is a 25 for 6 slashing damage.
Oh my god.
That hurts.
Sting,
The
that's
second
big
is
one.
a 9 and misses.
Yep, that does in fact miss.
More, it is going to stinger you.
Ow.
Cool.
Rude.
Awesome.
That is a natural 20.
GG
Yeah.
chat.
My
a total
my
of
AC is
4
20, but
Yeah, that is a total of 14 points of piercing damage, and I need a dex save
Jesus.
from you. Or sorry, not
oh
a dex
my
save, con
god.
save.
But Sapphire
That's
Shadow,
a
but
con save.
Sapphire.
They're attacking me, right?
No,
I
no.
did not mishear that.
No, it's me.
Sapphire Shadow.
They clawed you
16.
twice, and they stabbed more.
Oh.
Okay, so you do not. So the acid does not have any effect on you.
Okay.
So you
Does
just
it snap me out of my
14
shit?
slashing. It does not.
Oh my god.
Doesn't even invoke a save. Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
No. More, make an attack roll.
Okay.
And you
Wait,
have
Shadow,
to
Shadow.
smite.
This one.
14.
Sit,
That
dude.
does not hit.
Its thing didn't trigger, so it didn't do anything.
Okay.
Oh right, you're right.
Yeah.
I forgot.
It's
It's a new turn.
Yeah, new turn. So what's it gonna do?
So this one takes flight
it is the
and
first.
goes.
Oh.
Let's see. Do.
They can fly.
Uh-huh. Hello, Lessla.
Hello.
You are going to get. But it does. Oh no, it doesn't for you.
Man, how much damage does your sword do?
It's a great sword. So at least 2d6.
So the claws. The first one is a nat 1.
Okay.
The second one is an 18.
Okay. I'll shield.
Okay.
So I
And
think it'll
then
kill
the
me.
stinger is going to be a 25.
Oof, it's a bad one.
So that is 5 points of piercing damage and a con save.
12?
That is a fail. It will be 8 points of acid damage.
13?
And you are lucky. No secondary effect.
Alright.
This one down here, Corvus, since you just broke out its song, is going to have disadvantage.
Okay.
So for the claws, the first one is a 7.
Okay.
Then the second is a 15, and the stinger is an 18. All of those miss.
All miss. Okay.
All right. Now, Morr, you need to make an attack roll. Oh, you missed
Okay,
already.
I did.
I missed, but since I have a great sword and I have proficiency with that, I have graze, which means you can deal damage.
You are not making use of feats.
Yeah,
while
no.
Okay.
Oh.
It's
This is
just
a
an
weapon
attack roll.
mastery.
That's a weapon mastery, which we don't use yet because that's 2014.
Okay, so we don't use that anymore?
No.
Use
no,
it.
well,
We'll use
no,
2014 rules.
don't go saying
Yeah.
that. It does not apply regardless because
Okay.
it is the harpy making you do this. The
Ah.
sea harpy is
Okay.
making you do this. It does not use your feats. It just makes you make an attack.
Okay.
Now you
didn't
may
know.
roll your wisdom save again.
Okay, let me try again. God hates me.
That's unfortunate.
Wait.
Hell of a
actually,
character introduction.
To be fair, he just woke up.
Too
He's very
thick.
tired.
I forget. Does meats beats?
Yes.
Yeah, meat beat. If they roll your
Yeah.
thing.
Actually, that would hit me because I have the iron fans auto baked in, but I do not have them drawn.
I
Okay.
see. Okay.
So
So
you
then
do hit me.
roll
I
roll damage.
lied.
Oh, 15.
That's ouch.
That's a really good damage roll
Sorry.
on that.
Yeah, that's really good.
And then you smite.
And
No,
then you
just
smite.
use
It cannot
And
make
then
you
you-
smite.
Yeah, you smite.
I smite at 7
Yeah.
level.
But the
Goodbye.
way, since Morr is being controlled, he wouldn't move like he normally would, so never mind.
Nope. And he also, he cannot.
Okie dokie.
Fucking-
Corvus, it is your turn.
Oh.
Start. First, make me a dex save.
Okay, I'm gonna fail this one.
That's a pass.
I imagine it's the churning of the water, right?
Yeah, it's to see
I
if
can-
you
I can- I
slip
can-
and fall under.
It almost adjusts his footing a little
A
bit.
DC 10.
Okay. He's going to. I think is Corvus aware that he stabbed Lessla? Or is he not? Because he's completely in a daze.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe,
Vaguely aware at this point. It'll probably
Okay, so,
become clear once you're out of
dreaming.
adrenaline mode.
Yeah, he'll go feeling this acidic venom, whatever it is. Because he just goes, all right.
Oh yeah. Also, you need to make me a con save for that.
I wasn't sure if that was the beginning or end. You didn't
was
say. I was
beginning.
like, okay.
Okay. You succeed.
I still deafened.
You are not.
Okay, so my ears pop.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, I do not have advantage, so I'm gonna miss all my attacks. But I'm gonna give it a good old college try. Dragon Gold Dagger against this motherfucker. 15.
That is a hit.
Stab. Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
It
A
is.
good roll on the.
That seems to really hurt it.
Second attack. Dagger. 17.
Also a hit.
Still good.
It looks really, really hurt. It is not doing well after that.
Let me just check some movement. So, how does elevation work here?
You are just within reach of it. This is about 5 feet out of the water, so you could climb up it. It would be a check. This, however, is just you can step up it. It's 5 feet. It's not even 5 feet. So probably all in all, this is
yeah.
about 7 feet out of the water. This one. This is 3. And yeah, then the rest
So I
you have.
could, if I moved, I could reach this thing, right?
You could.
Okay, I'm gonna try something.
I'm gonna tell you out of character. It has exactly 1 hit point left.
Okay, I'm going to do something. You can tell me if I can do this, Shadow.
Mhm.
So my ring lets me make an additional attack as part of my attack action, right?
Mhm.
And I save that attack for late because I know you can interrupt your action for bonus action. You're allowed to do that. And I do that, save the swift attack, then
That is written into 5e. You can split your attacks along your movement. Yes.
oh, I mean no bonus act because I think I've heard what you can interrupt the with a bonus action during your turn. Because I go stab my bonus action against this guy to make a strike, and then swift attack to get another attack with my dagger as part of my attack action, or is that like if I end this now, I lose that option?
I would go say that's a little bit far.
Okay, I was just making sure. I wanted to check that ruling because I think I heard a ruling once which was interrupt your action for bonus action. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. Well, I will instead. I will.
But if you want to hit this one, move, and then hit this one, that would be fine.
Okay. Okay, I have an idea. I'm going to key point. To flurry of blows.
Mhm.
Hopefully this works. 13.
That is a miss.
Okay. Second attack then. 15.
That is a hit. And your minimum
And
damage will kill it.
I will then use
It is
my
dead. It falls
movement.
below the waves with a screech. The other two look over at it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I get around this thing?
Around what thing?
35. Is that, can I fit through this space here?
Yeah.
Okay. So it'll be 35, 40, 45. Not enough. 50. Not enough.
What are you trying to do?
I was trying to flank it.
You are.
I guess Lessla can move to flank it.
You are
but-
flanking it.
You're flanking. We
Oh,
can
okay.
draw a line straight
That's
through
okay.
it.
And then I'm going to use my Ring of the Elusive Blade as a non-action, take the dodge action.
Okay. Lessla, it is your turn.
All right. Well, I'm going to be doing something interesting. So interesting enough, it doesn't actually make me ignore difficult terrain, but flavor. I'm gonna cast Ashadar on Stride, changing its damage type to lightning as a bonus
Okay.
action. Let me cast it. All right, it's gonna do 1 damage when I move, doing lightning damage. And then I am going to. It also means that people can't take opportunity attacks against me. So I'm just going.
So it takes 1 point of damage, you said?
Yes, it takes 1 point of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to. I now have 50 feet of movement. And then I'm going to booming blade.
Okay.
Which I will have advantage on. Using this. Does a 12 hit?
It does not.
Fuck. That's unfortunate. Oh well. 5, 10, 15, 20. Into the water for just a second. Touch this person. Another d6 of damage. With them. Not fun. So this one's taking 4 lightning damage. And then if I don't have to make a dex save as long as I don't stay in the water for too long, I'm assuming
You
that...
will have to make one for entering the water.
Okay, entering. So right here.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, let me see how much movement that took. So 1,
5, 10, drop to
so right here.
15.
15. Alright, dex save. Yeah.
You fall below the waves.
Yes, I assume I'm prone.
Mhm.
Yep, okay.
If you want, you can skid. I will let you skid closer to it to still do the damage.
You can crawl, yeah.
But you will be prone next to it.
I would be, except I have 50 feet of movement now, and I've only used 20. So I will just use 25 feet of my movement to stand up.
Okay.
And I will... It's a really bad idea to stand next to it. Because I only have 5 feet of movement left.
The lightning seemed to really hurt it.
Yep. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna be standing right next to it. Lightning in the water, bad idea, but we're here.
Do I notice that lightning seemed to really hurt it?
On this one, yes. On this one, it was so little that not really.
Yeah.
Okay.
But on this one, there's the... I imagine it also had something to do with the fact that I'm literally emanating lightning from my feet, standing next to it.
You're going to end your turn there with the lightning emanating?
I would love to get back, but I cannot.
All right. Then I'm going to have to ask you to roll your damage again. You're going to take it.
3.
3 points of lightning damage to you.
And your check.
You already made the check.
No.
No,
Con save.
just took damage.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fine.
Good.
Which,
fine,
you know,
fine.
which is why you being able to do damage to yourself with your own spells when they're emanating from you is...
Yeah, it can be a nuisance.
Ray, it is now your turn.
Lightning people!
Lightning people?
Lightning.
I can't. I'm going to bonk with stick. And by
Okay.
stick, I mean Iron Fan.
Okay. Are you going to Shillelagh Iron Fan?
I believe... Does Shillelagh
Bonus
cost a bonus action or a real
It
action?
does.
Bonus action.
It's a bonus action.
Then I will Shillelagh and I will bonk the monster. Ooh.
That is a hit.
No, bad monster.
Eat 10 lightning damage.
Lightning damage?
Lightning damage.
Okay. It fries and sizzles and pops and dies. Like, that would have taken it from full health to 0 health.
I see
Damn.
that though.
Yeah, you definitely see that.
Like lightning. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
I had a theory, and I'm glad it works.
Yeah.
What? That they're weak to
I thought the
lightning?
theory was just you changed the lightning because you're going to attack things in water.
No, I don't... So that's not written into the game raw, so I don't believe
It
in
is.
that.
If things are submerged in water, they take half damage from fire.
Yes, half damage from fire, but nothing about lightning.
That's what I'm saying. But I thought you changed it to lightning.
No, I changed
No,
it to lightning because it was thematic. And, you know,
Okay.
I like shooting lightning from my feet.
Is that the end of your turn, Ray?
Yes.
Right, it is
I'm not
its
going
turn.
to attack more.
Well, I think the one that was Charming Morr is dead.
That is effectively all of them.
Am I still affected by the song, though?
Yes, they are all singing.
Okay.
So this one is going to try and
Okay.
claw at you, Corvus.
At disadvantage because I dodged.
Yep.
Does it have to make a save when it takes damage to maintain the song?
No.
Okay.
What? Yeah. Because it's sort of a thing.
Yeah, I understand. That's what I was wondering.
So the first one is a 9.
Okay.
Second is a 14. And the tail is a 16.
On this.
Mm-hmm. You're
Most
lucky
of my
because 2 of those would have been crits if they weren't disadvantaged.
Good. I'm glad. Glad it paid off.
Morr, make me an attack roll.
Hi.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Well,
now
it's-
you're gonna roll.
I'm so sorry.
Oh no!
Is that it? No, that's okay. You
it's
rolled a
not,
19.
it's one below.
All right.
It is not a nat 20, but you were
God.
dangerously close.
Youch.
Take 11.
Not great. Why is
I
your
do
sword
have
called
2 attacks per
necrosis?
turn, but I
you've
don't
only
know
been
if
making
you're
one.
going to do
It can
that.
only make you make one.
Okay.
It does not
have-
benefit from your class abilities. It just makes you
Yeah,
attack.
otherwise Lessla would be in a lot of trouble.
Okay.
Corvus-
Yes.
Corvus would
Otherwise, this thing would
Corvus-
be very, very strong.
And
So
what
then
save
you
do
are
I have to
going
make at the end of my turn again?
So first you're going to move towards it,
Okay.
and now you will make a wisdom save.
Okay. Come on.
I thought you would.
Oh
no
my
longer be charmed.
god!
You're still charmed.
got you, boo.
I'm gonna
thought you-
lose my shit!
I am so sorry, Marin.
Listen, you don't
Oh
understand,
my
Baron.
god.
You don't understand, Baron. Your character gets introduced, and now you're not allowed to play them. That's just how it works.
Yeah! Yeah!
What about this do you think I don't understand?
You're just not allowed. You're not allowed to play
Corvus,
them.
it is
I'm-
your turn.
I'm going to ignore mommy and daddy fighting and go to continue to
and just start punching it with lightning.
I'm going. Actually, dagger's pretty. D6 plus 5 versus 6.
Isn't-
plus 6 plus 2d4 psychic. So.
But vulnerability.
Quick maths. That's minimum 12, average 16,
It's up to you.
maximum 24, which is minimum 8, I believe. 6 plus it's 9. So what is it minimum? Okay, yeah, it's all better. I had to do quick maths there. I sheathed the dagger as my interact, and I'm going to finish this dude. $15.
15? Is that lightning?
I'm going to be doing 15 to hit, but
Yeah, 15 to hit.
Oh, that does hit, yes.
yeah, 8 lightning damage.
Okay. It doesn't like that.
Do it again.
Well, guess what I got? I got another one for it. Actually, I'm gonna spend a key point. Stunning strike.
Okay. Has to make a con save. What is its con? That is its con. Okay.
Pretty good.
You know, it's a good thing you don't have
Yeah,
to
but-
declare stunning strike before you know if you hit or not.
It's it's a
That is an 11.
Ooh,
it
that
fails. It is stunned.
advantage.
Advantage. Can it sing whilst? Because it says it can speak falteringly. Is it song if it's?
No, it cannot. Morr, you are no longer charmed by it. You come to your senses.
After
That's-
beating the shit out of me.
Also, just for all of you, it cannot move. All attacks have advantage against it, and it automatically fails strength and dex saving throws. It's a fun ability. Second attack with advantage. 19.
That is a hit.
7 lightning damage.
He's dead.
It's not quite dead, but it's
Oh,
very
God.
hurt.
Bonus action. I'm just
You
gonna
can
make
see
another
stuff crackling through its skin.
I'll make a bonus action unarmed strike.
Okay.
And lightning damage.
That is indeed a hit, and it is now dead. Very, very dead. The water stops churning, and Lessla, unfortunately, you are going to still take some lightning damage.
I can
I
drop
can
as
end
an action.
concentration at any point in time.
No, because Ray hit the thing here.
Oh.
Oh.
So your concentration's going to end, because I think it's probably going to down you.
Oh.
Ray, go ahead and roll your damage for your attack.
Sure. I'm so sorry, Rack.
Yep, you are down.
Hold up. Let me.
Fortunately, though, The water is no longer roiling, so you do not automatically fail a death save. You are just down.
Why am I always the one that goes down? Like,
I think I see Lessla go down, right?
I mean, that happens, right? It's the combat ends,
Yeah,
realistically.
I think yeah, everyone will see Lessla get
Okay, because
zapped and eat
I
before she falls
still
below
have my
water.
movement, so I'm just gonna boop, like boop, 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 boop.
So to give you guys exactly what was going on, they were vulnerable to lightning.
Yeah.
Anyone standing in this water when lightning damage was dealt took double damage from lightning.
Oh.
So when Ray hit it for 10, that was effectively 40 points of lightning damage to it.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. So
it
when
was
I hit
very
it, that was
helpful.
like 16. Oh, jeez.
When you hit it, that was 16. When you hit this one, it was 2.
Yeah. Ashadarlon's Stride
Also-
is one of those spells where at 3rd level, if you cast it at 5th level, it becomes really strong for some reason.
And also, anyone who was standing within 5 feet of a creature who was hit by lightning damage at the start or end of their turn will take that damage,
Yeah, that's fortunate.
which is why you got hit with it twice.
Well,
Oh,
This water is very conductive.
yeah.
Is it?
Fortunately.
Yeah.
So first
Apparently so.
dex, first death saving throw.
Oh, yeah, right. I guess I do have to make that. Hold up. 1d20. I was hoping for a 20, so I wake back up instantly.
Yeah.
But you don't lose one. That's a success.
Yeah, it's
so if
a
anyone
success,
can heal you, you'll be fine.
I mean, cure wounds from Corvus.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, it might be someone else because it's my turn for total.
We're effectively out of combat. They're
Yeah,
all
we're-
dead.
Well,
yeah.
when death saves are being a thing.
Death saves,
want-
you stay in initiative when death saves are active. So, but
That's true.
Yeah.
So
unless
next is Ray.
so Ray or Morr, if they could come heal me before Corvus
I
comes.
will roll a medicine check and stabilize you.
They're still under the water.
Still under the water, you might
I
want to
will-
pull me out.
I will pull you out of the water and then roll a medicine check.
Please,
Lessla,
please.
Lessla is floating. She's not underwater.
Oh.
I mean,
okay.
not under the water, but floating on the water. But you still want to get me off the water.
Not
That is a
great.
fail.
Oh.
Luckily, no failed saves because that's not how this works.
All right.
So, next
They
is
are dead.
Morr.
I'm trying to stabilize. I'm trying to stabilize her, and all of a sudden I cut off her head. I don't know how it happened.
You didn't know you had a Vorpal scalpel.
Whenever Morr snaps out of it, I'm assuming I'm snapped out of it since we're all dead.
You did the moment Corvus
He's gonna.
stunned it.
Yeah. He takes a moment, regains his bearing, turns around, sees Lessla is down, and he runs over and takes a knee, and he places a hand on her forehead, and I'm going to give her 5 of my HP pool.
All right.
From healing, from lay on
Lay on
hands.
Roll lay on it.
All right. Back to where I was before I got knocked unconscious by Ray. I feel like Ray and Lessla are going to have a bad relationship unintentionally.
Well, that was an accident.
I know it was an accident, but... And we also didn't know, but, we're here now.
Okay. I guess, seeing that happen, I'm going to collect those tails.
Okay. You may go ahead and roll some survival checks to try and collect the tails.
Hey.
Do I remember anything about whilst I was controlled?
Yeah, you remember it fully now.
Okay.
I hadn't. I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. It was a trauma effect. It could have happened to any of us. It happened.
Lessla, a blade in a
Roll
gut.
I'm gonna
it's
take
fine.
that out, and we're gonna heal it a bit more. And my lady,
Did you guys actually say your names?
Lessla introduced
Lessla did.
herself.
Corvus didn't. Did Ray?
No.
No.
Ray was...
He's gonna turn to you, Ray, and ask,
or I hit you, or
and you can see there's like a faint glow around his hand. He's offering to heal you as well.
I would gladly take it.
I'm gonna also give you 5.
Yippee.
Yippee. Now we could take a hit before we go down.
Speak for yourself.
Just speak for
I
yourself.
don't know Alchemist HP.
I already took 1 hit. I'm already
I
dead.
barely have double digits.
Oh. Yeah, that's...
I'm gonna
Alright.
take. I'm gonna take the knife out your side. Is that all right, my lady?
Corvus doesn't leave his knife in when he stabs people.
Yeah, it's just a wound.
Ah.
Yeah, which one?
Okay. Okay.
Lethal looks at the wound and says, "It's not another one." Because as far as I'm concerned, everyone else's healing, like outside of Cheese's, leaves scars behind. Because
I like it being flavored for the individual.
Yeah, because I believe Corvus's his just accelerates the healing process, so it's like actually knitting it.
No, it feels like it. It's
Okay.
definitely magical healing, but it definitely feels like
Yeah.
it's naturally.
Less because it's Wither and Bloom. That is just the natural healing process at like 10 times the speed.
Yeah, because you use a hit dice rather than magic healing it. Anyway, you just see Corvus hacking in the background.
Oh, that's because the rattle chick.
Yeah.
Morr's healing is actually quite gentle.
Okay.
It does leave a scar, but it doesn't hurt.
Mhm.
And it doesn't feel weird. It's not pleasant, it's just like, oh, shit, okay.
It just happens.
Yeah, Leslie's gonna look at that and says, "Well,
Yeah.
that's another
It's
scar."
more the absence of pain than a feeling of healing.
Mhm.
Yes.
That's cool. I like that. That's cool.
I don't want to assume that the that entire display was truly of your skills with the blade. I'm quite familiar with being on the receiving end of greatsword combat. And while you did look a little rough around the edges, I assume that's from the charm.
I promise my combat's a bit better when my mind is my own.
Well, if you need to spar to get back into the swing of things, I can always assist you.
I'm just happy it wasn't.
He kind of, you can see him very clearly look you up and down, and this 6'3" massive man and full heavy plate armor with a sword that's as tall as you are is like, he just shrugs.
Yes. Yes. Don't worry. The people that I fought with great swords were taller than you.
All right, my lady.
And he's gonna help you stand.
Yeah, let's the whole stand out. Which, you look, now that you get a proper look at her, she is 5'4". She is almost a full foot shorter.
Can I have the names of the rest of you?
Hack. Not important. Hack.
I don't find that to be true.
I'm Ray Orochi.
Miss Orochi.
He has.
If a man wishes to tell me his name, he'll tell it to me in his own time.
Yes, I
can respect that at least.
He just kind of has a complex with names.
I hear tell that the Fae think names are powerful. Perhaps this is as well.
Lessla, when you say that, Lessla just rubs her temple. Let's avoid talk of that sort going forward.
All right. Well, I'd like to see true proper daylight again if I could. It's...
Yes.
How long What is the year?
18 something?
It's been about,
or is it 19?
It's been about, since the siege of Waterdeep, he's just doing it while he's carving. Been about 200 years since then, so... About 200
What
years?
year it is also in the timeline.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah. I just didn't want to look it up, because I'm lazy.
Yeah, it's 1909.
1909. I thought we were in the 19s. Yeah. The year is 1909 of Dale's reckoning.
I see.
You've been asleep for a couple hundred years.
Yeah.
How familiar are you with dragons?
My grandmother used to tell me stories. Some of the
The siege
dwarves
of
in my
Water. If
village
you remember
knew.
the siege of Waterdeep,
200
there were
years
no
ago.
dragons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was give or take about like 95 years
I
after
looked
the
at it, I
dragons
was like, I
disappeared.
wanted to have a character, my backup character be a character from the Siege of Baldur's Gate. I was like, how long ago was that? I went, oh no, they'd be dead.
Even
Like
if
an
they were
elf might still be alive.
an old elf.
Very,
Yeah.
very old elf.
I guess I guess you could flavor it as like a druid that lost their powers, so like they didn't age for a long
Yeah.
time.
But anyway, Ishao, is that a one survival check for all of them, or do I have to make one?
I will let you make one for all of them, but it'll be harder, or you can make one for each.
I've already rolled a 27. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be able to get them all.
Yay! I put them on the Drake's back.
Well,
Okay.
It's a
The Drake
pleasure.
is carrying 3 sea harpy stingers.
You just ambush Drake, trot up to you, and start sniffing.
Yes. Well, just be aware that if you do happen to stay with us, which hold up, do you feel any discomfort when you're around us?
How do you keep...
I have to.
A little bit. A little bit. You do a little bit. But you felt far worse, so you've been ignoring it until now.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh.
Yeah, he like kind of thinks for a moment. You
That's
can
great.
tell he's kind of struggling, but he's like,
I'd hate to be impolite, milady.
Oh, it's fine. I'm quite used to that. It's you don't have to worry about it.
Yes, it's a
Just be aware that
a slight feeling under the skin.
Yes. Well,
I guess we need to look at Cloud Punch unless she'll like, but then remember what happened to the Raven. He's like, yeah, I'll just go get them. Yeah, no. Yeah, yeah.
I hope the Raven learns never to fly close to the water again.
A different Raven.
No, well,
That was a special Raven. A special Raven.
I would like to think that I can call upon the same spirit for when summoning.
It was a weaker border. It's not a weaker border here. Anyway, go get the priest and
maybe it'll be a weaker border if I summon it around Thorny.
Anyway, yeah, go get the priest and stuff.
Yeah. Yes. Let us continue. Let us return to the others.
Strange how you ended up here.
Well, the fates do act in strange ways.
Well, it's just this is a sacred site to Lune. Surely they. And then he sort of start to trail off, and if anyone could see inside Corvus's head, there'd be a picture of them going, "We couldn't get the door open," and Corvus, like in 3 seconds, or like in like less than a minute, opens the door, like. Still.
Perhaps this is a boon to us, or
perhaps it was his presence here that made it sacred. I've heard of resting places of great heroes, blessed by their presence.
Well, then we should count ourselves lucky. Lessla follows along, assuming that everyone else does.
Yeah, I'm heading.
Teleports over here.
I'm gonna add because Boy doesn't have an inventory. Gotta like add it something. He has bio. No, he doesn't have any way I can note it down in his pack.
Morr just wades across slowly in his heavy ass armor.
God, that's gonna be so uncomfortable.
It's nothing he's not used to.
I know, but it's still uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's like wet socks. Like you get used to it after a bit, but it's still like gross.
Yeah. And this is the one day I don't have Prestidigitate as one of my cantrips.
I think the trick also, like you see, he's taking a piece of the siren or whatever this creature is, because you don't know what it is. He's numbing on. He's just chewing on a piece. Not the tails. The tails are salvage.
Oh,
He also has been sniffing
From-
you the entire time. More.
More?
He's
Okay.
been sniffing you the entire time.
Why is Lessla in the cave wall?
What? How am I in a cave wall? Oh, I thought we were. My token was up there earlier.
No, your token was over here earlier.
Anyway, we're going.
Gonna get our boys. Because it didn't look like there's any
I
other way.
do think I will call it here for tonight.
All right.
Yay.
Yay.
No, I do hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah.
All right, and with that, have a good day, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are. And remember, stay frosty. For those of you watching this on YouTube after the fact, please like and subscribe and enjoy the video, and ring that notification bell to get more content like this in the future.